Welcome. Happy Pajama Jammy Jam. I figured if my background, YouTube is gonna say, "Girl, if you don't get this comfy, might as well." I already started in it. Could I pretend it's so low we can't hear it? I figured. I said, if we into the kingdom, then let the drums sound. Let the music touch your soul. Don't say the music own nothing but your body. Don't let the music get nothing but your spirit. There's a power in music. Man, please, the bar just told us if they didn't have music, they would have been worse off because they was living in torture when they was little kids. Jared, how you doing? Apple, thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Happy Pajama Jimmy Jam. Hey, Mama Ann, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Pajama Jimmy Jam. Hold on, y'all. Let me go down because I went up. Susan, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jimmy Jam. Dana says, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jimmy Jam. Cree, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jimmy Jam. My Jean Queen says, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jimmy Jam. Let me tell you something, my Jean is so funny. The other day, I added this to my necklace of things, charms I love so much that instead of letting go, I put them on the necklace that I wear all the time to always be with me. I just did that. So my sis, I meant to text you and say that. Yes. So welcome, Coach, sis, how you doing? Coach, how you doing? Sis, happy Pajama Jammy Jam. My Just John, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jammy Jam. Patty Dragon Fruit, how you doing? Sis, happy Pajama Jammy Jam. How is everybody doing? Talk to me. It's Pajama Jammy Jam. Are you having a great day? An okay day? I feel like I put too much of that oil on my face. I feel oily. So then you got too deep in it, just putting coconut oil on. It's like you got a little deep, didn't you? You need it. I kid you not. Here's the funny thing. Today I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a Pajama Jimmy Jam in the morning. Then I got up this morning and I'm telling y'all, I was just like low key. I threw on my Biggie t-shirt. I knew then it was time to get real low key. I said, oh, she done got comfy. I threw on my Biggie t-shirt, my little joggers, and I literally have been walking around. I'm gonna throw my foot up. I've been walking around all day in my dog on Bucky the Beaver house shoes. Let me tell you all something. I just been chilling. It is cold outside. I'm like, it's not, after Christmas, I'm over cold. Once Christmas leave, I'm like, cold, go with it. Please, leave forever. Cree says, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jimmy Jam. Yes. Let me tell you something. This, you know what? See, y'all always make me move. And I tell y'all about this thing on the table. And since this is my little, really, I should just have everything in my desk, but since I gotta move when I move, now look out. Some super comfy. Biggie. Tank top. In case you get too hot. Joggers. But this is where we get in here tricky. Boom. Garfield. Because I'm just that damn lazy today. I am Garfield today. I want to gain weight on the couch. I am Garfield. Okay? Let me tell you something, my 40 is already, y'all don't see it. The live is going to probably move over there. I'm already in couch potato. What do you call it? Couch potato? Chillax, small. What you want to call it? What y'all calling it? I'm calling it Pajama Jammy Jam. I am Garfield. Shit. I'm proud of it. Okay? Chillax, and it's a pajama jammy jam. That's what I want to hear people did. They chillax. They didn't get up, take a shower, whatever they want to do, whatever chillax meant. Now I don't mean sitting around in your funk because you didn't take a shower. I just meant you didn't take a shower. But you was gonna take one later, but you maybe did some work, you did some cooking, you did some cleaning, you had some fun, you laughed. I don't want to hear you was crying today. I don't want to hear none of these heifers took your joy. And can I say something, y'all? They're like, damn, you always got some. I mean, I thought that's what we do. I mean, we talking about what we watch, what we see, what we subscribe to, whatever, right? Right? What we don't like, what, right? I don't like to talk too much about what I don't like unless I'm. That's a slippery slope to say, bro. Can I say that I could give a damn about that damn group chat, that y'all chat message, y'all? I could give a damn. I mean, God, geez, Louise. I was watching E11, right? I was watching E11, and sis, I feel you. Like, oh my God. I mean, I didn't know the backside of that. They were torturing people's family members and calling them because you had their private information. I ain't know all that, you know what I mean? But what I knew from the side that we all knew was like, this is some old high school trashy ass who the hell does this type shit. This is some backstabbing betrayal ass. You didn't discover something, you didn't land on Plymouth Rock, it landed on you. This is, you gotta know the difference. You gotta know. They don't know the difference. But yet it's still, that's they do it in. Don't worry. Don't worry. Y'all saw when it came out, it's PayPal Gate on Danny. Who came back? Sweaty was everywhere. Now she back. Cause they be rolling. Keep it rolling. Same story. But while they telling the same story on you year after year that has more parts, more pieces, more backstories, more backstabbing bitches in it, as that goes on, what you got to watch out is for what they doing in between. You in the back, oh my goodness. They doing work way worse other places. But yeah, I'm like, damn, we about to talk about these chats again? And all the things in the world. Maybe this time they'll read it to us in Spanish. They'll really get creative. Maybe it's gonna come to us in Arabic. Maybe they're gonna read it to us in Chinese. Because it might be interesting. We might turn it on and it sound like, oh my God. Oh my God. That's Telemundo. Oh my God. What did she say? Oh, we won't have a clue. That'll make it interesting to me. I want to hear it that way. Read it to me that way. They gonna read it to me in Pig Latin? They gonna have to get this shit interesting for me. Because I don't really care. So I hate y'all going through that. I hate it. I hate it. So many more things to be going through. What else did I say? But I had to say that because I saw that before I came on. I said, well, hey, if it's what you're doing, it's what you're doing. It's what you're doing. It's just, I mean, some things should be a one night stand. Like, bam, we dropped it. It's undisputed. It's this, but dang, the torture of family members. I mean, I call myself when I speak on things trying to be neutral because I have no dogs in any of these fights. I'm just a person observing what's going on. So whether I watched exactly where it happened at or one of the content creators I watch, while you trying to watch them talk about something else, all they can talk about is this because this is what's going on. That's how most of us know what's going on. You know what I mean? I've been saying since I came on here, behind every bad, what we call subscriber, is a terrible content creator who allows it, who uses them for that. I've been saying that since I came on here. I seen that when I was just a subscriber, that there will be subscribers who are always in the chat. Check your email. Run up over there and see this. Them the same ones when they not on here, sending. Here's what I say about a content creator. If they really care, they watch it. When I want to see something for myself, I could be watching a content creator I like, and they talking about somebody I don't like. But if they keep talking too much about their video or playing their video, I have to go see it for myself because I want to see it uninterrupted. I want to see it for myself and get my own opinion of it. And sometimes the shit too dark for me to even sit there and keep watching. And that's in many sectors I go to. Sometimes when you go to others, you're like, whoo, I see why I'm listening to it over here. Because this is dark. But yeah, like I said, that's what I normally do. People don't do that. They don't. Somebody gives us a narrative and that's what we go with. Oh yeah, that's what you are. Mm-hmm. Though if somebody was something, you could show it. History would show it. Present time would show it. And of course, they'll show it to us in the future probably too, but that'll show it. Like I said, when it comes to people like, yikes, all these people, even when we telling the stories of what they did, it go back 2021, 2020, 2019 for some of these old dogs. And the players change on how they passing it around, but it's the same old shit. Same old shit, different toilet, y'all. And the only way it stops is when you stop yourself from even being a part of it. And I know people say, man, even if you try to ignore it, they keep coming. To an extent, they do, because even when you do something, they keep coming. But if you completely bag off of them on a YouTube part and do everything else, I mean, hey, when they start bullying you, instead of coming live and talk about them, do a live about bullying. Go look up a trending topic of a story that fits, or because it's there. It happened in the world. All this stuff, there's something to reflect off of it and say, hey, you know what? This shit looks just like this. This is an example of this. And they'll know it's about them because they're going to be sitting watching every move you make. And then when they sitting there bullying and harassing you and taking your videos about bullying and putting it up there just to harass you and to do all that, then you build your own case against them, I guess. Or you learn to show them that the power in bully is control. And these people are bullies. They bully your children. I mean, I'm sorry. Raise your hand if anywhere in the world it's okay to make fun of epilepsy. Raise your hand if it's okay to make fun of nowhere. Where? Where aren't we crucifying? Let me tell y'all something about when it comes to in this sector where Siwa, all them dwell at. Because like I said, when I introduced to all these people, subscribers. So how did I come? Because I want to be known. So I'm a subscriber watching. But all of these people, they literally do the worst things to people. They talk about kids, illness. They threaten. I mean, everybody got to play the same game because here's the thing I understand. You can't play this dirty game and not play dirty. So when I say game, mean you're not gonna come for my kids. I ain't coming for yours. You're not gonna talk about my deceased people, and I'm not about to smoke yours. You're not about to. It's a tit for tat. It's gonna be that way because we're humans. That's why I swear to God, I used to literally tell Terry Lynn, stop listening to what they say because it holds more power when you sit and digest in every word that someone negatively is saying about you. Do you know how many positive repetitions it takes to take out a negative thing you just heard? Why would I sit there and listen to somebody for hours say half truths about me? And what I learned about this community, say what you need to say what you mean to say, and keep it moving. Because no matter what, when they got a narrative, no matter what you say, I could come get Jesus, Muhammad, whoever you believe in. I could get them to come down here and just say, hey, Danny really did, and it wasn't her spirit. You know what they'll say? That's not my God. How come you ain't come on my live and tell me this to my face? They'll make up something. So I don't need to do nothing. The truth stands alone. The truth, it stands the time. It stands the test of time. It don't change. A lie could look away at one moment and then later look like, how did I even think that shit was true? The only evidence these people have ever shown me is that they are the most terrible people and they attract like magnets the most terrible people. How is any real woman who a mother, especially a mother of a child under 18, even sitting with Geneva and she doing all this to kids? The difference between me and everybody on here, you think if I said Muzz was bad for it and she did it, I'm going to not say she not bad for it? I'm still not going to say she innocent. But see, I'm not going to put the two together. I'm going to talk about the one I'm talking about. If you sitting here not outing, taking people's pictures of kids, passing around so you could joke, laugh, taking pictures of naked, any of that stuff is disgusting. It's disgusting, but then y'all come on here like the moral police. judging who in somebody's chat. Who caring who in somebody's chat? What you doing outside these chats? What y'all doing in these for real? And show me the real group chats. Show me the group chats that are these nasty people that do this nasty. Show me y'all private chats. That'll show me some challenges. Show me that. Be gauzy and ballsy enough to do that. And y'all want me to believe, or y'all gullible enough to believe that the whole time Rakin was in a chat with people and they was so-called the most disgusting ever? She wasn't. What was she sitting in there doing, being the Dalai Lama? What was she sitting there saying? Ray, guys don't know why. Oh, please, guys, what? Let me tell you something. I'm just being honest. When Rakin was upset about the extra speech of thanks to Muzz from Brooke, I was a little aggravated by it. I wasn't mad. I wasn't like, oh my God, Brooke, jeez, God. I was more like, oh God, Jesus. I'm sure Muzz is at home getting off on this. I thought that and I left it alone. Kind of was over it, you know. But when it just kept getting worse, I said, damn, Rakin is pissed. Because somebody's hurt, you give them that. But then when it just started getting like, now I'm gonna take these people down with everything. That's how people, that's shadiness. You just like, man, all these people do it. And just look in the circle who are around each other. So when they say, oh, I can't stand people who do this, I bet you're around somebody who do it. But you could stand them, or you can understand why they did it, but you can't understand this. I'm not sitting in none of these circles. See, I'm a watcher, an observer. I've always been. Even when I talk to people outside, we ain't talking about this shit. That's why the creators can't come with all these. Danny was sitting in the back doors because I'm not doing none of this shit. It's observation. And then when I'm speaking, I'm just talking about what I saw, what I thought. You know, nothing else. Maria, William, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jimmy Jam. Jules, hey, just Jules. Jules. Just speed up. Girl, hold on. Take 3 Hail Marys. Take two shots of Everclear straight, back to back. Now let me quit. Let me quit. She got seawater on her plate. She got seawater broom flying up on her. So she in hot flowers now, I guess. Oh, she better get nervous. Seawater got a I don't know. She got a striking system with her. That's why I tell anybody I wouldn't go on her channel to talk about nothing. I know she really care, or is it about any of it? Is she going somebody else's to talk? You know, when I even hear that, see, we're talking about real, I always think, you know, because remember this, the end there, everybody think they can tell you who you could talk about. I can talk about whoever I want to. I can talk about whatever I want to. And unlike you people, I'm actually going to have respect for real. It's not to use it against. It's not to pretend like I care about situations I don't. It's not to showboat that somebody told me something. I guess I'm in the know, in the in crowd of losers. I don't know. I'm just telling you the truth. But when I think about real, I always think about one of the things I know that he couldn't stand. Will was never mad that I always told him, like, you being real inappropriate. And I don't really give a damn the race. When you keep coming at women, I'm a woman. So I know we get into it just like when the day I came and said, man, you getting into it with all these still getting into it with all these white women. He went berserk, you this, you that. Everybody not going. So I'm not going for no man who every time I see you get into it with a dude, you have a way to have a conversation. But when you get into it with a woman, all you can do is snap, jack, crackle, and pop like that. So But that's not what we were getting to it about. But one of the things that was a bother to him was how I told him Siwa was yanking, and using and abusing him. That the reason she was falling out with everybody that she knew about him was because what she was doing in his face didn't match how she was pretending with them in the back door about him. She was getting him to come up there so she could set him up later. So then later she could throw those things. Oh, I know what you was doing in the back chat. I know what you said in my back chat. I know how you did. She was yanking him. And then when her chat was telling her, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Then she started going over on Twitch to be over there supporting them on Twitch because once again, everybody washing each other's hands dirty. We could see the games and the plays everybody doing. But then when people say out loud, oh, they was doing a game or a play, then they be, oh, you don't know nothing. You don't know. We know what we're seeing. But anyway, and this not making sense. And that's the thing around here. If you say a truth, then you're making somebody a saint. I was as real as could be with him when he was here. Telling this story is even on a real tip. Because like I said, they always throwing his name, and the people throw his name the hardest are the people that was really ganking him or fighting him the whole time he was there. And the funny part is, you think Maria, Cooch, Missy Tessa would be sitting around, even the bee. He talked about the bee's mother dying so bad. You think these people would be sitting and bringing them up or shitting or doing something? They don't. You know who it is? It's the Seawers. It's the JJs. It's them people. They want to bring it in because it's a convenience. It's a convenient letter. But John, when he bring it, it's a convenience. It's a convenience. It is nothing real. Because like I said, hey, when Seawa had him up there going up against Muzz, she didn't get that Muzz. I mean, like I said, but then you had people in your crew that you knew, Geneva, were doing stuff to him, and you were still sitting in his face, lying like you was cool. That's why I said all y'all some snakes. But I'm glad. See, they don't have to have their grass cut low. As long as yours is, and you can see the snakes, I see it for what it is. The biggest shysters around here. That's why everybody, they want me to be a gold digger as they are the biggest gold digger. I mean, these are actually corner hookers. They not even big time getters and gankers. They are just like, ugh. And that's why they want to take everybody down. They want, because really they want to just destroy if he was getting anything. Because it's how they living. It's not what you are. They want to say, oh, look, I know Maria, when she did this, she was wrong. I know when such and such did this, they was wrong. Half the crew you around is wrong. I'm not, people wrong. I used to tell people when I first got friends, Terry Lynn, wait, what y'all think I'm their mama? Wait, you think I'm their God? Tell me when they was doing it and I wasn't. The only time I ever came up on Siwa's chat is when Siwa accused me of knowing what Terry Lynn was doing, knowing this, knowing that, being a part of it. And I came to speak for myself because I don't give a fuck what nobody do. Tell me when I'm doing it with him openly, because if you do, you know what I'm going to tell you? Because if I did do it openly, you know what I'd say? And what? And who going to do what? If I would have been sitting up there and she's talking about your kids and I knew about it, I'd have been roasting your kids. If I would have knew about it and didn't care, I'd have been talking about your kids. Not sitting there and saying, wait, what? Huh? Wait, what kids are you talking about? Because I wasn't paying that much attention. And shit, I gave Muzz credit on my live saying, hey, Muzz was the only person in her chat who said, to be honest with you, Danny's looking down at a phone, then she looked back up at a picture. So she might not even notice. She said that. I never see, because the difference between me and y'all is I could dislike what somebody did. I can call out some real shit. I can say, hey, you can't tell me you're not racist and you're doing some old racist ass shit. And then say that you said something right. I can do them both. Around here, you either have to be blind, Helen Keller, to what somebody did wrong, not be able to say it, or if it's the popular people, you can't talk about their wrongs. It has a time limit on it. It expired, blew up, and disappeared. That's not called history. And if they can give history on anybody, everybody got a history. Their history's all dirty, nasty, disgusting, shady. That's all I'm saying. They always bring it up. Let me tell you about this. We were friends, and I'm gonna clip and give you the pieces I want you to know. I'm gonna give you a message from 4 years ago, but tell you it's pertinent today. But it wasn't pertinent these 4 years I've been sitting on it. But there's all these people who saw it before I decided to let the whole world know. Every time some new information come out, everybody's saying it's always somebody who knew it. That's why I said pay attention to those things. All these negative people who they every time somebody do something wrong around there, on the internet period, what I see people do is start trying to clean up one of their bad people. And that takes away. All right, y'all. I thought I had pushed the reconnect button, but I was sitting there singing and y'all weren't listening. Oh, wait, no, that light cannot be in my face. But I decided since this just gave me an annoyance, we coming over to another area. But y'all got to excuse it. It's the weather outside. Don't blame me. Blame Mother Nature. Look, hold on. Let's get comfortable. Shout. Let's put all our hip hop angels on us. The ones gone and not gone. Some just gone because they're not in circulation. Anyway, like I was saying, y'all can hear me? I'm back. She's back. She's black. But anyway, like I said, these people get mad. It's like going here. I ain't did nothing enough. Oh, she's upset. She only looks out for this. She only defends that. She only is doing this. Am I supposed to come over here to talk about issues I got somewhere else? Am I supposed to go and talk about people not talking about me while some mofos over here making up some shit about me that I want to address? Why some people that I've been watching for the last couple of years sit around here and clan they ass through here without their sheet on. But I figured out who they was with the sheets on. And think I wasn't going to say, why do I have a platform then? Why I was supposed to come on their platform? I'm supposed to go get their permission? No. They do. That's a lie waiting from the pit to hell. Because Just John is one of our mods, and he know. Jared was up in here, and he come. Many of men have come through here. Kings. It's a kingdom. You got to know. See, but the difference is that, you know, it never happened up in here, William. Ever. We ain't never had a king come up in here and disrespect women. You know why? Because why the hell would that be so? Ain't the king supposed to be fighting kings? So whether they good kings, bad kings, the king's king, right? Or a man's man. So yeah, that's the good thing. But the pajama jammy jam is for everybody. It's for everybody. As long as they are, look, as long as they are on their royal behavior. Shit, even when I'm bad, I'm on royal behavior. That's why I tell people, I don't go in nobody's chat trolling, ever. I got way better shit to do. And I ain't never been a pussy. I just got one. So I've never went under some other name, some other account, pretended to be somebody I wasn't, came on here and made some story up, gave you somebody else's life. I didn't do that. I could tell y'all stories that, whoa, I could tell y'all facts. I could tell y'all a bunch of stuff. If it's not my story, why am I telling y'all? I'd bring the people on that was going to tell the story about themselves. These people come and tell everybody's story. But this. Then get mad when you tell your best. And by tell their story, they get mad that you tell what they done told you won't hear about their story. That's all Danny do. Danny ain't looked into nothing. I've never called one person. Let me tell y'all something. When I did that live a couple of weeks ago and I told Amber, don't you dare tag me in nothing, you skank ass, dusty, dirty, funky, trifling ass parent, hooker, trifling YouTuber, trifling blogger, trifling whatever you are. You trifling on every aspect of trifling. Fake ass wannabe in the clan, but sleep with every black man you come across ass heifer. When I did that live, right? In case you missed it. When I had did that one, this chick named Flavor reached out to me. Had I heard of Flavor before? Yeah. Am I an Indian shit? I don't know. No, I'm not. I don't know up to that level at all. I don't. She hit my ear on email, said she wanted to play the thing. I said, "Oh, cool. I don't care. Look, I don't care." And I was thinking, "Thanks for asking." And that was it. She said that she could tell me what happened. I told her she ain't need to tell me shit because I knew what it would come down to. Amber's a liar, a scammer. She used black people every time all the whites turn on her because they've never liked her. They've always treated her like Carrie. Look, when y'all watch movies and the white kids are all in the thing, who they be making fun of? It be each other. She was Carrie. She was Carrie. They was in there throwing tampons at her and she hadn't even started her period. I mean, I could see it in her life. Like everything about her tells me she was that little girl. But anyway, she just didn't have powers like Carrie, so she ain't gonna. Anyway, so when I did that lap, but that's who I am. I'm not tag teaming with nobody. Even when it comes to Bombshell, did I say no? I didn't do it because I like Bombshell more. No, I like Bombshell because the truth of the matter is, I'm like everybody else in here. I told Terry Lynn this 3 years ago, and I knew who Bombshell was when I heard her voice because I was deep in that Kanika Jenkins shit. So if I wasn't nobody trolling nobody, I wasn't nobody deep, and I live here in motherfucking Chicago. People I know personally went to school with her, their kids, all this stuff. It was very real. But I remember when she had to come on here and defend herself, like saying, "What? Because I got this touch, I'm white. I can't be Karen. I can't be following the story. I can't." I said, "Oh shit, you better stand with your little country ass. You can't forget that voice." And then she was knee deep in it. You can't forget that voice. She did. It was certain videos during that Kanika Jenkins thing. I watched a lot of. Hers was one of them. Because she stayed on top of it, stayed in the sunglasses, stayed over here, stayed watching this. She was just like me, watching they chats, watching they Facebooks, all up in shit. Do that make her my friend? Does that make me part of a crowd? The in crowd popular? No. Does that mean that I'm on a no? But see, on YouTube, you would be. No, I'm not. I am a subscriber. So when I heard her voice that day come up on Terry Lynn's, I said, "Man, that lady sound familiar. How would I know this country woman's voice?" I said, "I know where I heard him because I used to hear it every damn day." Hmm. And she was deep in that justice for KJ. That's a fact. And a lot of people were around the world. I mean, like I said, with some people I followed in that situation, and then they kind of got a little. It was this one dude, and he would talk about the indigenous people, and he was doing all this stuff. And at first, his research was good, but some people got a little deep, obsessive. Then it got wild, it got violent. Around the time when her uncle got killed and shit, it got a little crazy. Bunch of people got killed. Bunch of mofos died. I mean, shit. But like I said, I'm dipping into something totally different. But what I'm saying is, I don't get into people's mess. Just because you don't like somebody don't mean I don't like them. Just because you like them don't mean I like them. But I have enough respect if I like you that I don't be, oh my God. Like I said, when I when I when I was going over the jewels and on my own, not as a setup, not to get up and set nobody up, nothing. When all that was going on, hey, nobody liked that. I didn't give a fuck. I'm my own person. I told y'all, I am my own person. I am an independent contractor. I am my own person. I don't just say I'm doing something, I really do it. Mhm. I've never been in her live before. I've never been to a Flavor live. The only time I ever saw is when she used to come by Heidi's back in the day. I ain't never held a conversation with her. We ain't never, no, so nothing. To have a relationship with Danny is real hard. It's not easy like people think. It isn't just, oh, Danny just talking to everybody. I just got it. Not that Lauren. How you doing, Christoph? Christoph, how you doing, Kristen? I don't know if I seen you earlier, but how you doing? You probably didn't hear me because that's when the sound went out and I lost the signal. But now Danny don't do that. Maria, and the whole time, and I've been literally since 2020, 21, since 2021, something like around there. Maria reached out to me on Instagram. Me and Maria ain't sat and went back and forth on no bullshit. None of this shit. It's been times Maria be up on that damn platform with John. You thought I was sitting there watching and thinking, this old fool, that's her life. When Brooke was cool with him. When I liked Heidi and she was cool with him. It didn't matter. I don't judge people like that. I didn't say, well, if you don't get away from them, you better get away from me. Because then the question is, why did I ever get around you if you was around them in the first place? I'm not that person. I'm not wishy-washy because these people go back and forth and being friends anyway. So why am I going to keep jumping? It's a seesaw. It's a seesaw. And then when they don't like somebody, we going to keep drawing the point. I'm not that person. And like I said, I haven't. I didn't because I'd have been on Maria's thing every Maria. Why, I'd have been like I used to do memes. Memes, don't hit the link. Drop the link. And by drop the link, I mean drop yourself off of it. No, I didn't. I'm not. Sweets and behind here during. I'm not around here messy. Then people, you don't see it here, but you see it there. You see, I see it. Listen, when I'm telling y'all something, listen, I'm telling you, putting children out is wrong. I'm not saying if Pookie do it, it's wrong. If Betty do it, it's right. I'm saying it's wrong. Yeah. When Maria and her sister had, I think I'm a twin. So that hit me personally, like, damn, because I'm a twin. But I know all twins don't get along. And I know all siblings don't get along because I'm a sibling too. I'm not just a twin. I have siblings. And I know there's such thing as sibling rivalry, siblings who hate each other. I know that exists. And it's siblings that love each other. I am my brother's keeper. I love my siblings. Does that mean we had a perfect time? We didn't fight and fuss, get into it? Yeah, we did. When we was young, that is my siblings. I stand for them. But what I respect is Maria never stooped like her sister stooped. So I can respect that. So like I said, I never said nobody doing wrong. But then who made me God? Who made it where if Danny said you wrong, you wrong? Well, if that's the case, I've been told y'all John was wrong. I've been said none of y'all should be going on this panel, going around them. Amber, trash. It's a bunch of them. But every time one of these trashy, they make trash babies. And here come they little proteges. They come and do their same trashy shit. And no, why would I stop? It ain't finished. Not that Lauren Marie. How you doing? Is my Missy Tess up in here? Yes, she is. You know what? I did see you in a chat last night. I said, wait, is that my Missy Tessa saying? Her name saying? Because at first I'm like, well, blaming on my dyslexia. But at first I'm like, is it saying it's me, that Missy Tessa? Oh, shit. I had added all kind of words up in there. I'm like, what up, sis? How you doing? How you doing? I even tell people when they come here to this chat, and it's been that since I started. See, people could try to act like I changed something. I said something in the beginning. When people come in here, I'm not asking where you from. Because like I told y'all, we in here gangbanging. We gangbanging. We on some gangbanging shit. Then act like it. Don't come off your gangbanging shit if y'all set tripping now. But we not. We not. This is a place that let real bosses in. Let people that really know how to come in and act like they got some sense. That don't have to stoop to ignorance to get their point across, but never get it across. This isn't that place. So come in here and do that. Now, if you come in here and you want to bring me some old bad news that we wasn't talking about. If you came, I even said when we started, don't come in here and call nobody out their name. Don't. I didn't say, y'all, don't call Maria out her name, but you can go call Susan out her name. Call Tukey out his name, but don't you call Pete out his name. No, never said that. No matter how much I like you, don't do it. I knew it's people in here. Come on. You know how people in here didn't like Terry Lynn? Or didn't like this person? Or they might not, but you're not going to disrespect them. See, those different things. You can have your own feelings. I don't like to take people's feelings from them. I don't like to take your experience from you. Don't tell me that somebody good because they good to you, but they were bad to me. So I don't take people's feelings from them. But what we not gonna come up in here and do, we not gang. This ain't the lynch mob. We didn't come up in here for that. But we did come to show you that it's a team of people that can come together. Straight up. We'll be the forces from all over. That's what I can be. So when I'm respecting you in here, trust me, I see you anywhere, I'm gonna respect you. If I'm speaking to you. Hey, how you doing? Where you from? What set you roll with? Blood of cuz. Let's see. Then as soon as something happens, I hate that gang mentality. But you just said we on this side and that side. That's gang mentality in itself. If you saying it's a side and a side, unless you're on the right, on what's right. Because if I'm on what's right, I'm that side. Hey, it could have good people and bad people in it. It could have people who made mistakes in the sides of right, because we know right from wrong. I know if I walk up and see a grown man grab a 10-year-old girl and say he want to be with her, I know that's wrong, right? No matter what. I'm not going to say, oh, you know what? They white. That's okay. No, it's wrong. Unless I'm watching a movie from 1920, 1893, some shit like that, I'm going to say that's wrong. And illegal. But not around here. It's only wrong when I don't like the person. That's all over the internet. It's wrong that there's a woman who is a damn subscriber who works for a content creator to bully, torture, and dox creators and subscribers. That's sick. And it's sick that that's known and still allowed. And it's okay. And that people can sit in rooms and be like, hey, I understand that you doing it because they did it to you. Well, maybe that's why they doing it, because somebody did. See, but then we be doing it forever. If your boyfriend cheat on you, then you cheat on him, then he cheat on you, then you cheat on him. Y'all might as well just say we're going to be cheating on each other forever, because it never stops. It never stops. Let's be grown. Wouldn't you dump that boy? Nah, these people keep hanging with these people. Keep going to their chat, keep watching them, keep doing members only about them every week. Why? Why? Is it helping? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right, we're all on my side. It's this side. And then people be like, I'm not divided like them. They act like they're a gang. Are you on this team or not? You be like, wait, that's right. We're dividing right here. Here we go. How about when you sitting here in my chat talking to me, obviously you're here. That's it. That's all I'm taking it for. And then if you came in here and respected yourself, shit, I got respect for you, because it showed me, hey, people said you on your chat and act a fool. You ain't come up in here and do it. And trust me, I done talked about people don't like. So you know that's how you get people in your chat. I done had some of them come through. Some of the so-called whatevers. And trust me, I know they done did some of the shit they done been said to do. They ain't come through here with that shit. And I respect that. And that's why sometimes in the room, like I said, the best way to pump them on for is with silence. Hey, they up in the room and I'm still kicking it. I'm still kicking it. Show them that they not moving me. But what I'm going to show you is they'll never come in here and disrespect you, though. I'm not allowing that for nobody. I'm not allowing anybody to be up in here and be disrespected. Because you're not doing that to nobody. Because we didn't come to do that. But if somebody come in because they wanted to instigate that, to prove that they could do it, no, we ain't doing it. And it's one of the things that's kept the kingdom beautiful for the last 4 years. Because like I said, people have come through here. And they didn't come acting like you think they would. And I respect that. Respect go a long way with me. And it's how real bosses move. They not walking around getting disrespected to get no. And I'm not out around trying to check everybody to prove I'm a boss. You knew it already. Mm-hmm. No, and I'm not in here to diss. And look, I'm not so one-sided that I say, hey, you know what? Hey, Maz, listen. No matter what, I have been blessed in every mod I've ever had. And that's the truth. There ain't a mod I ever had that was a shitty, trife mofo. And I've been blessed. Now, could I say everybody might not have been, whatever. I might not have been, but never. They never came in here and disrespected. They never came in here messy. They never came to me messy, and I would respect it. And when the mofo, you get, but that's it. So I respect that. And we've had some little things where people were offended by people who came in the chat. And you know what? I'm blessed. Most came back. Even the people who said, Danny, when such stopped your chat, I can't stand them. They came back. Missy Tessa shows me respect. Then at one point, Real used to come in my chat. And I'm talking about before he came, and you know what I'm saying? But she does because I show her respect. A lot of y'all like people. It's people in here, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like people that Danny don't like. I have nothing against you. And I have nothing against you liking those people. For real. I don't. Like if somebody, now if you came through my chat to cheerlead your love for them, I'd be like, wait a minute now. Was I dissing them or something? You had to let me know? Because trust me, I'm sure I already know you love them. So I'm trying to be light. That's why I know if I really want to make sure that the people who love somebody I'm about to talk about, I put it in the title so they'll know, like, this about to dish your girl. Now, if you come your ass up in here, you wanted to hear it. It's called Fuck Your Girl. She could put it in her mouth. So if you come in, then you kind of know what I was going to do. But I usually don't do those. And you know already, if I do that, your girl or your homie, your guy, he done did something. Because I don't wake up thinking, oh my God, who said something about me? Where is it? Show me the clip. Give it to me. I need to know. What do they think about me? Do they like me? I knew I was somebody when I didn't even have 200 subscribers, and people like Derry Vet was saying, they be talking about you. Man, they talking about you. You ain't even doing nothing. That mean you already on their radar. That's called worry, baby. That ain't called you did something. Because trust me, if they had the shit to take somebody, if they had anything to take anybody down, first of all, they got shit that'll take half these people down. They got shit that'll take Amber down for it. They got shit take John down for it. They got shit take each other down. They ain't take each other down with that. They don't. They could. They could. They could. I meant it when I said it. When Amber ass back in the day did that video, and I swear it was only because I had love for Heidi, and I knew Heidi still had love for that chick. But when she did that video and she telling dude how she'll squirt across the room and do all that, and her kids was in the background giggling, I don't care. Y'all fake calling something. That's something y'all call the state on. Because if the state hear that, social workers, what you think they're going to say? If one of the teachers heard that, they mandated reporters. What you think they're going to do? And it's all these people in these chats be swearing they mandated reporters. I done seen stuff y'all ain't mandated reporters. I remember there was a big discussion about a woman showing men her child's private. All y'all should have been reporting that. Anybody who knew about that should have been reporting that. But around here, we'll say something bad, then go play it on our channel. Why? If it's so bad, why am I playing it? If this person just dropped the N-word 9,000 times, why am I going to replay that over and over again on my channel? Because people don't want to change. Some people like this drama. Until it's hitting their front door to somebody calling your sister, your brother. This all these people do call each other's dead folks. Be like, how you call dead people? They do. They do. Then as soon as you call somebody on them, they mad. And they say they don't go real life. I ain't calling nobody. I want to have a live interview with them, and then I want them to have pictures and all kind of stuff. I want them to take me to family houses and places y'all played with in the neighborhood, so it could be real, real. Shit, that's what I want. Like I want somebody sitting there that you done bribed or paid or you only ask them certain. I don't know. I'm asking all the questions. You asking certain questions. That's what y'all gonna get somebody in my life gonna tell you something from 20, 30 years ago. Bullshit. I want to get somebody who worked for you as a hooker. I want them to come on. I want them to tell me real life stories. So when you try to debunk it or anything, they got a right to tell their story. I'm sorry they worked for you on the story they telling, but prostitution ain't legal. That's like drug dealers call and say somebody stole the drugs. They don't. You gonna call YouTube and tell YouTube, I want to report this video that's letting YouTube know that I am a sex worker who might be on this platform selling this coochie. But you better than everybody else. Y'all so superficial on here on this internet. Not y'all directly, but I'm talking about people on the internet are so superficial. You can be on the internet defending hookers and judging everybody else, looking for their past. Hers right here in our face. Let's talk about that. Let's not go look for none. It's right here. She's doing it on the internet. Okay, with these seconds. But I still won't make it my world. I won't. And I don't want y'all to make it y'all world. And the reason I'm talking about all of this, because all this stuff is the same. All these people hang together. Even when you're talking about one, some people will be like, well, I don't have nothing against them. But you should have something against this. Not that they hang with each other, that them people are okay with it. They're okay with it until they're not friends. Then it's like, oh, I can't believe you went and got those pictures on his kid and her kid. Sound like she been getting pictures on all these kids. And that's sick. That is sick. We talking about all these traffickers and we talking about all this scandal going on in the world, and we actually putting the kids out here to be come on. Now, like I said, the parents who now talking about, and pictures are two different things. For these parents who want to bring their kids on and parade the nonsense they doing in front of their children, people gonna speak on that. That's me showing me your parenting. How you telling me you a super mama when morning, noon, and night you on the internet? That's like telling me you got a full-time job and you working hard at your job, but you on the internet morning, noon, and night in the bullshit. Bullshit is consuming. When you watch negativity, it's consuming whether you're involved in it or not. It's draining. So if you got time for that, you can't tell me. Just like how y'all on Valentine's Day got all this, you so love. You got a man you love so much. You getting deed down to the fullest. You got these kids you love so much. But you got time to fight with these haters who ain't got nothing. Didn't I tell you all the unhappy bitches always do something on a holiday that involves family, friends, or love? On their birthday, they depressed. Or they so drunk that they, first of all, you can't tell me you happy with life and you have to be drunk to be on here. I don't have nothing against drinking. So unless we coming on here to get drunk. Now, if I come on here and say, hey, y'all, I just came on here to get shit faced, that's cool. That's what you did. But these people literally come on to swear they sober, but they drunk because they can't be themselves anyway. But then they talk about everybody who's themselves. They dog everybody. Oh, you only had this many people in your chat. But then when you start breaking down actual analytics and all this to them and show that really I'm doing better than you, then they can't even understand that because they really just came to whatever. I don't know. I have no idea what these people came to. I don't. I just know that some of the same people have been nothing but torture. And everybody says, oh, I just want to see it stop. Oh, well, no, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. But you can't ride the fence. That's the part you got to know. Like I said, I won't be bullied, so I'm not doing none of these things. So if you choose to want to mess with me, it's because you think what? You're going to stop me from being able to talk? To say how I feel about what I'm seeing? It's not the gospel. I'm not against anybody. I'm not on somebody's side saying, hey, you're just right and they're wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is wrong. If you mad at Kristen, Why the hell would we be making fun of her son, period? No matter what. Let's say he never had a seizure. Why would I be making fun of him? Siwa has done some of the most terrible things I've ever seen a human being do. And the worst part is some of the worst things I've ever seen Siwa do on this internet has been to her children, in my opinion. In my opinion, when she brought her son's story of his friend here, was terrible. And that was not her place to even bring that. We should have never known that. Matter of fact, the truth of the matter is she shouldn't even been telling nobody in the background about that. That was none of her place. Period. I feel like when she comes on here and tells everything about these men, she really tells on herself. But it's to dog them and make them so terrible or not. When she came on here and said her son was just like every man she had, whoever did her wrong, she was wrong for that. The fact that she told us people tortured her daughter and she's still on this goddamn platform with the people who tortured her daughter, she has been nothing but a disgrace. So y'all want me to be surprised she hanging with a bitch that talk about people's kids? I'm not. I'm not surprised when she's with racists. I'm not surprised with anything she does. This the same chick who threw up Martin Luther King to throw a shot at Heidi. This is that chick. This is the chick who could sit on panels with John knowing that not only did he do what he did to her daughter, he did it to her son. When her son sat on his channel and every time had to let us know that he likes women and he's going to procreate and make children because he's a straight man and he's not gay, he's answering to John Yates. He's answering to how John came and told the whole world that, see, well, you hated him because he was gay. Did you forget that? And even if John didn't tell it first, John's voice was the one I heard it from because that was the one everybody else wanted to listen to. But you sat with him. So even if 7 other people said it, did you sit with them 7 other people? But these are the women who will come on here and tell us about some other woman. Don't tell me about them. Tell me about you. I would never. Once again, even if y'all went back in the past and they say, oh, you were the crappiest mother when your kid was this age, I wasn't doing it on the internet. Daring to judge somebody else. How could I see how bad of a parent these other bitches are while I'm being a bad parent? How could I come on here and tell y'all that my kids are so disgusted by the internet they want to take their life, but I'm still here? See, people say, why y'all keep repeating the same stuff? That stuff is powerful. Hear it. It's better than some doggone group chat I've just read where people thought they were talking to people they could trust. Don't y'all get y'all can't trust half these people? That most of them are jealous, insecure bitches. How about that? Snakes. I have the see, like I said, I kid y'all not. I never remember when I told y'all back in the day, some people got so much stuff in their phone, they need data for it. I have them all. I got the literal clip. Cause see, when people put it out, sometimes you gotta get it. Cause you never know. Y'all be trying to get each other lives, downloading 6-7 hour lives. Why? I'm gonna break this thing down and I'm gonna get just that piece, not a clip it where they watching my clip. No, I got the actual video for when they get rid of it, it don't exist no more. I gotta say that you are that nasty trick. And some people, oh, I'm not gonna say nothing because I like the bad person that they like. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Like I said, but be able to say that if somebody wrong, then wrong. When I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong, and who gonna do something about it? You not liking it, what? Okay. If I die tonight, God or whatever you believe in ain't asking me nothing about y'all. You're gonna ask about me, what I did, and my intentions. So that's what I worry about. So when I tell y'all I ain't gonna dox y'all kids, I'm not. And even when I made fun of you, see what about your daughter, it's because I feel like that's protecting her. So that she can really know that people weren't on here making fun of her. they were making fun of your trifling ass. And if they were actually woman enough to say, I'm not going to sit and try to dox your mom, I'm going to call her out for what she put on this platform. And for everything I ever said you did to your daughter, there's literal receipts that I feel were the most terrible things to do to a child. That even if they watch it later, they're going to say, why would you do that? But when you had a whole committee of people who dogged your son on the panel to dog your son, that's when I was done with you. There's nothing you could tell me about Sewell. Nothing. She's a trifling ass woman to me. I mean that. The way she did your son, I ain't saying he perfect. I got sons. I got kids, and most parents know no child is perfect. But I know that without you, there'd be no him. And you came in here and turned on him. Let me tell you something. My kids could come on here and turn on me. What you ain't never going to get from me is me turning on them. You know what I tell you? Take whatever they take, where you going to take it. But what you'll never get is me to ever sit. And I damn sure wouldn't be telling you that I could be done with my son while I'm talking to a man who I shouldn't even be talking to. How could you give John another chance and you done with your son publicly on the internet? That's what I'm saying. Y'all talking about what she doing now. How is there so many mothers that support her? You know why? Because women also will feel sorry for you. Women will feel sorry for her and think that if they be there for her, they be in there for this. They doing that. They always think that. Women always, we're going to be protecting the wrong. Wrong man, the wrong woman, the wrong stuff. So no, I've been stopped. So she be killing me with all she got to say about me. Goodbye. Okay, well, that's what you got to say about me. You don't give a damn about Princess or Half a Moon. So why do I give a what you think about me? I don't care. It will, what you eat will never make me shit. What gets you off will never turn me on. You understand? Like, none of this moves me, sweetie. But I know one thing. When I see a little girl begging to eat a damn potato, while her mama grills, sniffs, and biffs all over this damn internet, I get mad. When I watch your child, you wait till the day before her birthday. That's why I had to stop watching you, because some of the stuff I'd be like, this is ridiculous. How's it 2 weeks till school starting and you just talking about school supplies? Like, that kind of stuff really hurt my feelings to me. But like I said, the way you did your son was terrible to me. And the worst part, see what? As a single mother, I'm going to tell you some real shit. I don't think you fucked him up completely. I don't. Because he has traits in him that tell me something was instilled good in him. And like I said, I can't say he didn't mess up, because I remember when people was, I know people was out when your son had guns on his thing, smoking and drinking when he was 15 years old. I remember that. Mm-hmm. I remember when you was running around talking about your daughter's boyfriend and shit, and people were saying, why is you bragging about a 7-year-old having a guy? I remember, because I was thinking the same thing, because that's when you was using your daughter to get her those tiny little toys, but we could only see her hands because she had her own channel and stuff. Girl, once again, exploiting your damn daughter. We ain't never seen you cooking. Where's the episode where we could see your hands cooking? Then when Jolene and them told you that, show yourself, what we see is you so behind the scenes with scamming, scheming, and everything else. You don't even know how to sit in front of being yourself. So even when people talk about me, they can talk about my hair, my lips, my nose, my color, my head, my face, my boobs, my weight. I'm still coming and giving you me. And that's what's wrong with all of y'all. The biggest snakes on here can't even sit and look in this damn camera and be a snake. They can't. And even when they do their snake is, they got to bring somebody else up to snake. Oh, come on up here so you can come tell what I know you're going to say about them, because I'm such a pussy. I ain't going to say it. Come, please get in the chat and say it, girl. Say it, girl. And we all grown. This is the time we should be traveling. Well, I don't know about all that traveling right now, y'all. Teachers on. But we should be traveling, enjoying life, enjoying a sunrise, enjoying your lover, enjoying whatever you do, enjoying that you love your body and you don't even need that kind of pleasure to have pleasure. So whatever, you should be at that stage of our life. We shouldn't be fighting, fussing, doxing, explaining to family members why some strangers is calling them, thinking they gonna tell them something about me. Why? Why are we doing that? Why? Well, so no, I don't think none of that's right. But I blame these content creators. They have made messy subscribers that go and some learn and then they go and pass it on, and everywhere they go, they be that, they the informant, they the spy, they the this, and that's them creators, man. That is, and I'm always gonna say that. It's always because who else gonna give them a platform? Hmm? Who else gonna take the information they get and use it? That creator. That's not me. That is not me. Hancock Jenny, how you doing? I'm glad to see your dad is home. I actually saw that video when you said look who driving, so that let me know he was home. That's good. How you doing? Happy Pajama Jammy Jam. Dreamsicle, how you doing? Happy Pajama Jammy Jam. It is. It's sad. It's sad. And like I said, and if you just want pain, it's a lot of painful shit going on. You ain't got to come up in here to do this. It's so much we could do. Go get into. But why would I say I really care about women? Now, like I said, what's so bad is the same women that do all of this. If some men started coming, the men are not they doing just what you do to each other. Just like in here, some of the vilest men, so-called, and came up in here, they ain't come up in here with that to these women. But I don't watch them come in other people chat and they walk in disrespecting women. Because I'm cool with a woman, I have a right to walk in here and dog out women. You must be crazy. How does that look as a woman that I allow any man to come up in here and shit? I got enough women up in here to do that. If I just wanted somebody to shit, I would have me a moderator. See, this difference between me and these people. When it get to a point where I'd have to do it, I'd have certain kind of moderators. I'd have a moderator that was just set to roast your ass. So you come up here on some dumb shit, they ready, guns a blazing. They shoot quick. Okay? If I wanted to have a mod in the chat who was just the man who fought with men, not women. I don't need that man. I don't like that man. I don't like when a woman feels like she got to always fight with a man. But I know one thing about a woman. Usually when a woman has to fight with a man, it's because he's overstepping the boundaries he should ever been with her. So now she's fighting with a man. Most women don't go like, oh, you know what? What are the men over there saying? Let me go over there and just start fighting with those men. Sometimes because they're a woman, they were talking to a man, they started being talked down to. Like maybe they didn't know what they were talking about. Because whatever it might be, but it's usually that. But these men are literally coming in chat, and just because they like me, I'm using me as an example because I don't want nobody to say I'm talking about them. Just because some guy like me, if he walk in and I'm talking about Jules, that wouldn't give him a right to walk up in here and be like, yeah, that heifer, I hope she can't have kids, and she this and she that. He would, oh, no. Because I'd have to stop him and be like, Bonnie, wait, hold on. Did you realize a whole woman was up here talking about another woman? I mean, I didn't need nobody else to. And trust me, I'm funnier than most of these heifers. I'm quicker than most of these heifers. Slicker with this tongue than most of these heifers. So I definitely don't need somebody come in with a half-ass joke. Or just their nasty, mean thing they gonna say. That's why these heifers don't like me. That's why they say, wait a minute, then she got the nerve to be funny. Because they not funny, they're mean. Those are two different things. They say some mean shit that sometimes catch you funny. Like, oh, that's kind of funny. But they usually just mean. Just mean. Mean. Most of the women on here who talk about the weight of a woman, they've either had a surgery because they had to lose weight whatever. They've either had a surgery or an eat disorder. Either way, I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying that, baby, that means that you understand that weight and body dysmorphia and all this stuff, many people have it. So the fact that you all use this as your number one go-to, you're a fool. Danielle come on here and tell you her weight, no matter what, she'll stand on a scale and know one thing, I still got more confidence, a better body. And I tell women all the time, you want to know the best thing about extra weight? When you get it off, you can shape your body into whatever you want it to be. You want to know the thing about when there's no weight? No matter what you do, you couldn't make it what you wanted it to be. But I'm not here. Like I said, women deal with their weight. Why are we on that with each other? Most of y'all women talking about y'all so secure, you're not secure. Think about Amber. When she was her most secure, she told us she had like 5 surgeries, one that almost killed her trying to fix herself. That's not a joke. That just shows that these people are insecure. They don't think they're beautiful. They don't think they're all that. They don't have these wealthy lives they're telling you they have. They don't have these great jobs they're swearing they have. None of this shit adds up. And I'm so tired that we live in a world where people don't need proof and they believe everything that's not real. These people are freaking people from the virus that y'all made popular. In the same way they've been made popular, y'all can get rid of what they're doing because they're a virus. And their illnesses, even when you get rid of them, it won't stop the stuff they do. A lot of people do now. It's what they do. So you got to stop the movement. It's not the person no more. You got to stop the thing. You got to stop the thing. Like I said, I'm never going to dox none of y'all kids. Never, ever want to dox none of your kids. But if you play with me and you do things that are cause a stake for your kids, I definitely will. And I won't do it because I'm trying to prove to you that you're wrong. Because look, a person can make a complaint. If they came at your kids, that meant you did it. But like I said, it would have to be something like you're literally online telling a strange man you'd squirt on him while your kids giggle in the background. I sure will. I sure will save your children. I sure will. Mm-hmm. And won't give a damn what nobody think about it. Won't. I'll never say you're a good mother when I hear a man say they're going to bend your daughter over and then you become friends with that man after they said it. Never. I never want to hear you say your black son when I listen to you let a white man call him the N-word. And then you slurp that man later. I'll never call you a good mom. I'll never talk about your black son. I'll never call him your son. I'll call him the son of a man who you slurped. You was married to his daddy. He didn't even want you. Sound like he didn't really want a son either. And then it sounded like later you used the relationship that you barely had with him to exploit black people again. So no, I won't. Like I said, scammers fucking trash. These heifers y'all talking about, they done lied on their kids, lied about jobs, lied about illnesses, lied about being hookers. Bragged about being hookers after lying about being hookers. They've cheated on their husband on the internet. Nope. Nope. They sit closest to one of the biggest bigots in their sector that they made from trash. I'll talk about them till I feel like stopping. And I don't do it because it's cool, because it's not, because I think I'm white, because I'm nothing, because I think they trash, and I think all y'all scared of them. I think that they're bullying tactics. They shut everybody up by doxing you, by calling. That's called bullying and harassment. That half of these people pretend to be each other's friends. In example, the whole relationship that I seem to have had with Heidi. People pretend to be your friends and do things friends would never do. Betray you in ways. So that's why I said these are snake ass bitches. And if that shoe fits Cinderella, wear it. But for 2025, can we live on fact, not in fear, not in lies, not in propaganda? In fact, fact is, if you're a grown-ass woman, if you've given birth to children, if you've been married, if you've graduated from freaking high school, if you're old enough to say you moved out your parents' house, if you can have sex, if you are any of these things, if you can vote, if you can buy liquor, if you can drink, if you pop Xannies every day and still taking it with alcohol and thinking it's okay, if you're old enough to do any of these things, then you are too damn old to be on this internet fight like this. You could dislike each other, talk about each other, break down each other's lives. Y'all can do that. But damn, when we gonna stand up and say, can we stop talking about people's illnesses? Can we stop trying to make people take their life? Can we not put out people's kids? Can we not make it very popular for people to give people's private information. Not because somebody did you wrong, just because you got it and you're mad at them. And if we do watch it, can we say, oh, that's a shady heifer? I wouldn't trust him. That's it. Because like I said, I'm like, man, they making fun of seizures. A woman has to literally sit in a chat while people are discussing what happened to their child, when we should be thanking God her child didn't die. Brookie, how you doing? Y'all should be able to be in a room, and no matter how much I like a person, if somebody I like came in this room and started saying some old racist, you wouldn't have to worry about the room saying I'd say something, hey, that's inappropriate. That's wrong. You know I don't get down. I told y'all this. Here's a good example. I've never lied to y'all about who I am. But I told y'all I have friends that when I stopped using the F word, and I told you I used to be talking about my straight buddies a lot because I hung with a lot of fellas. So I dropped the F-bomb on them a lot, playing a video game, all kind of shit. But when I took that word out of my vocabulary, it's a lot of my buddies. I know people. I know people in real life. See, because I don't lie to y'all. See, y'all lie about life. I don't. I know people in real life who still use that word. But you know what they'll never do? Use it in front of me, around me. They don't go on social medias to go do it. Because people are going to do what people want to do. So I can't tell you that every person I know governs themselves exactly like me. Because I'd be lying to you. Because I don't govern myself exactly like them. No two people in the world are the same. I'm a twin, and I'm telling you that. But if you're sitting somewhere and someone did wrong, just say, hey, I'm not with that. What does that take? What does that take? How many announcements I got to give? I'm going to drop out. Oh, no, you want something I'm not? I'm leaving. I don't need to tell you I'm leaving. I'm leaving. And if you continue to keep doing that, I'm going to say, that's what you become. And I'm going to say, I got to go. I can't like you that much that I do anything different. Wait, what happened with Google Drive? Hold on. She don't know what a Google Drive is? I tell you, I'm not tech crazy savvy like that. And everything I'm learning, even with Jesus, I'm literally learning it from the ground up so that I can make sure I understand what's going on around me. But come on, she don't know what a Google Drive is. See, that's what I'm saying about these people. Just like, what is with the newest? What is not even new? Like I said, these pandemic babies. What is it with them where? Because see, when it get real bad, it bring out good people. Like I said, it was so negative and bad for so many years, it made me get off my couch. And that's why I'm here now. Because it was just going so bad. It was like, you know what, let's just bring something else. Well, we could talk about it. We could do this, but does it have to be negative all day? Does every time we come, I know you came because it's negative? Like, do we got to be there? Does every holiday have to be filled with the worst shit somebody could have did to somebody? Why? Why? But yeah, these people lie. And then the next thing, oh, I'm about to take my life. I'm telling y'all were talking. I knew something was going on the other day. I said, wait a minute. Ann live? Then I seen Ann live. When I pushed Ann's live, it was over. But then I saw Maria. I got a notification Maria was going live. I said, wait, so Ann ended her live, Maria going live. I said, shit, some shit must be popping off. Man, and then I told y'all, I don't know how many times, I've been telling y'all this for years. Ann is a gangster, man. Ann is a gangster. When they was calling Maria a gangster, now, Maria, I ain't saying you ain't no gangster, sis. You know, because you've been holding your Maria been holding her fort. Because I mean, Maria, man, that's what one of the things I love about Maria is Maria, boy, she be holding Maria. Where Maria at? There she go. Says Maria, When you got up there and had Chicago, I have to go back with y'all. This is my panel now. Y'all know I got to bring out the history. When Maria brought Chicago Muscle on her panel back in the day, I literally did a live and said, now when Maria need aid and assistance, and she got that gangster and next to her, and man, I'm telling y'all, before, soon as they started getting, as soon as Maria and Ann went from like, doing karaoke and all that funny shit, and they was getting on some shit and people was coming for them. Right, no, we gonna go a little further in them. Right around when they got their LLC, Ann was talking like the Godfather. I just pictured a cat there. She was rubbing in this shit. She was like, hey, you think you gonna come for Maria? You coming for Maria? You come for me? I said, what the? It was blood in, blood out, y'all. I seen it. See, I got a YouTube translator, so it lets me know what y'all really be saying when y'all talking. So I've been knew the 411 on everybody. Just be I knew it. I was watching, girl. But I said, wait, Maria need aid and assistance. Maria be gunning through here. You want to know that? I used to be watching lives in the middle of the night. You know who come up in that chat talking shit? If somebody's talking about her, let somebody be in there calling Maria name. Out of nowhere, Maria pop up in the chat. Oh, yeah, I'm right here. And you say, I said, damn, Maria be everywhere. Standing up for herself. I mean, she was on campaigns. Somebody would be in the chat like, we've never called Maria that. Maria be like, oh, hell, she be in the chat. No, yes, you did. Lying bitch. I'm like, damn, Maria. And look, Ann wouldn't be saying nothing, so people think, oh my God, Ann is just sitting there. Maria just over. She's the overtop one. She's to this. Did y'all hear Ann the other day talking about Geneva? She said, man, fuck you, bitch. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you got, bitch. Hey, look, bitch, rotate on it. Wait. Ann was like, wait. Did she just say, oh, she feeling like she at the end? Jump, bitch. I said, that. She ain't say that. Them my words. The translator said it. But Ann was like, bitch, don't come with that. Man, bitch, sit it down, all that talking, do that bullshit while you. I said, back with Ann. I said, wait a minute. Then I had to remember. Because, see, sometimes we forget in America. See, there's hoods and tough people everywhere. Baby, I said, what the hell? I got scared. I started doing my Hail Marys. But then I got happy too because I said, oh, she about to check the shit out of Geneva. Huh? She is checking her. It's like when Cooch came live that day and told Steve, bitch, if you post my motherfucking mother's. I said, wait a minute. Hold on. And I was like, I cuss more than them. And I was like, oh my God, Jesus. I got religious. And y'all know I'm spiritual. I said, oh, I'm going to church this week. Because Cooch checked, see what you and your team is getting. What? Cooch told her, she said, girl, let me tell you something. And she just went in. Y'all know what she said. Man, I'm telling you. What was that movie? The what? He was, I ain't saying you that, but I know gangsterism go through there because he was a leader. Like the King of Scotland. What's the name of that movie? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I seen it. Yeah, Ann scared me. And she put a little, I said, oh no, Ann ain't playing. Ann said, I don't care if my kids is old enough to be my grandkids. Well, you know what I mean. That meant they were my kids, then my grandkids. I mean, they double old. Shoot, but she said it. She said, heifer. Man said, And I knew Ann wanted to check Geneva. And she was giving like, C ain't never, but C was said it 100,000 times. I'll never let Ann Graham on here. And Graham is never coming on my channel. And Graham, you'd have to learn to spell better than mine and get on my channel. That was cold for Ann. I know if you come up here, you're going to check me because she knew you was about that life. She knew it. She knew it. Man, Ann was going, oh. And like I told you, like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, man, Cooch told Siwa flat out, bitch, you play what you told me about my mother, and I promise you, it's gonna be. I don't want to say it because they're gonna say I'm gonna say. Cooch didn't say this. I'm telling y'all, this is what I've heard her saying because they'll say I ain't hear her say that, but this is what I heard her saying. She said it was gonna be some slow singing and flower bringing if her mama's ding start ringing. You understand me? She said that. She said, see what? I will put that broom from downstairs and pull it up outstairs. If you disrespect my mama, that's what she had said, right? Siwa was so scared. She should have been. Because, see, people be real. Like, I'm not going to play with my mama. Shoot. Hold on. We got to get over today. I found myself singing the whole song. Because if y'all didn't know, when I told y'all what Cooch was thinking, that's Biggie's song when he says it's going to be some slow singing and flower bringing if my burger alarm starts ringing. What you think all the guns was for? All purpose. I'm sorry, but I got deep in that song. Sorry. Real deep. But no, my battery had died. Y'all know I had moved across the room like I didn't need to keep it on my charger. That's probably somebody telling me like, girl, you know, you cut off on us. And the bad part was, look, I was getting ready to start it live, and YouTube was like, baby, you're live. Your live still on? I said, oh, it is? I'm glad. I'm glad. I never been in the group chat. Don't invite me to one because I won't come. I don't want to be in your group chat. Period. I don't want to talk about nothing in your group chat. Nothing. Don't slide me in the group chat. Don't. We want to play some group games. We go do that in the group, and hopefully it's a group of people I like. But I don't. What are we chatting about? What's the group chat about? Now we have a group chat like a comedy group chat where we sit there and crack jokes. Like maybe we doing that. I don't know. I still probably wouldn't be in it. But why is it secret? What we secretly doing in this group chat? See, once you put the word secret in it, it's just like I tell people. Hey, if you on YouTube and anybody's trying to out you about something, if it's something you told or something that's out there that they could have had, you want to know how you get your power back? You tell first. It loses its. There's a power in the word secret. There's a power in the word, there's a power to people to know what people said when they weren't there. But here's the funny thing. If I want to know what somebody said when I wasn't there, I want to know what they said about me. I wouldn't really care about the rest. I'd be like, oh, they said that about me? But these people want to know what they said about me and shit, not what they said about them. Cooch, I was telling them how I was so proud of you when you checked Siwa and told her if she played that reading about your mother, that it'd be some slow singing and flower bringing. And I was so proud of you. Oh my God, I was so proud of you. That's how you stand up. Because see, what people don't tell people about me, and this ain't me tooting my own horn, it's been a lot of people, they say, Danny, I stand up a lot of times. If I see something that I find to be wrong or injustice, I'm going to say and do something. And that's all around. I am. I'm not, even if I'm not saying something to you. Like I tell people, if you are a white person and you know white people that talk bad about any other race, you know when you check them, when they do it. You don't come tell us how you know people who do it and you don't do it. You check them. So if Danny sees something wrong, if Rhea was doing something wrong, I checked him. If somebody I know doing something I think is wrong, I call him, hey. Not here for y'all. So if you see something wrong and you think it's wrong, you take something in. If I'm around like me, I tell people one thing about me is what you'll learn is if you're choosing to try to figure out what everybody is, everybody's in here. It's a melting pot of the world. When I look at my analytics thoroughly, which I do, I know that there are other countries that support, that are here. I know that our women to men ratio is damn near 50-50. And that is a great thing. That means we open ourselves to everyone. And what you understand by that, that doesn't mean that I open myself to that we agree upon everything together, that we are one voice. No, the voice we are is a voice to show that love wins. Respect is key. It's given, and you know what I'm saying? To receive it, I got to give it. So let Danny respects y'all. I don't walk around here and treat certain people good and certain people bad. I don't. If I don't mess with y'all, I don't mess with y'all. I'm not here I don't go watch the people's stuff just to watch it. You know, lately I found myself watching things I haven't, this George and Jules shit had me go have to watch Jules. I haven't literally, swear right hand of God, have not pushed play to nothing on her channel in over a year. And see, I can say that right hand to God because I know for a fact over a year I haven't. Until the other day. Because I'm a nosy bitch and I told y'all that. And nothing make me feel better, y'all, than when I see the same thing we've been already said. Because I don't feel sorry for people. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't. You cannot hang. Let me tell you something. When I was young, you hung with these and they stole from you. You didn't say to somebody, I'm surprised it was me. You thought I was a fool to think it wouldn't be me. You know? But I said, honey, I had to go check into that. I said, wait, what's going on here? Because at first I was just listening to him talk about it, Just like, once again, some people think just by saying anybody could come in my chat, that means I've controlled it. I don't want to control y'all. I love real boss. Real bosses know how to move. I know gangsters. I know real about that people. I mean, really about that people. And don't think I'm talking just black. I know really about that people, okay? They don't be on social media. They don't start arguments on the streets just with anybody. They don't walk around just, oh my God, into it because they're having a bad day. No, they don't. You know who I know who do that? Cowards. I used to tell people, you know who the most dangerous person with a gun is? A coward. That's the most dangerous person with a gun. A person who's really there to protect their family, that's really what they're there for. That's what they got it for, to protect them and their family. So if nothing's endangering that, they're not looking for the fight. Thank you for renewing your membership 13 months with us. Thank you, CS. My cat. Yes, I love you. Thank you. There's no point for us to be fake. I have to really be who I am, because otherwise, like I said, if you like me for me, that means you really like me for me. If you love me for me, that means you accept me for who I am. And if you don't like me for who I am, I'm cool with that too. You could like it, love it, or leave it alone. I don't care. I'm okay with that. My validation doesn't come in somebody else giving it to me. I came in validated. I came in okay. I'm human enough to tell y'all that mental health is real. And some days I don't feel strong. I don't. Not because it's because some days that's how you wake up and that's how I feel. I never run from that, but I'm also not going to use mental health as a reason to come on here and act a fool. I'm not going to say because of my mental health, I came on here and treated people like dirt. My mental health gives me a reason to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tell you that people died in my life, so they gave me a reason to come treat y'all like shit because I'm sad and I'm hurt. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to assume that if you tell me one story about your life that explains your whole life to me. It's not. Through that getting, I got understanding. And I'm also not going to tell y'all that I'm something I'm not. I'm not. Like I said, first person y'all heard I was gangbang from before in my life. Because one thing about, if it's real, that shit don't never die. Ever. It wasn't to be cool. I told y'all that. I'm gangbanging on here. I'm a grown-ass woman. But when I told y'all that once upon a time, I was militant than a mofo, I told y'all that. When I told y'all that my father was part of the community, I told y'all that. And no one could hurt me with any of those. I told y'all I was a teen mother and that before I was 21 years old, I would no longer have ovaries. So that would tell you that before I was 21 years old, I had my children. But I also could tell you that I was told I wasn't going to have children because I had one ovary. I told y'all that. I told y'all I had cancer in my ovaries. I told y'all that. I told y'all that life has shown me pain that lets me know that there's no way I would sit here and manufacture pain for clicks, views, and money. That doesn't even make sense to me. When YouTube just gave you 6 ways, why don't you figure that out? Half of these people don't even use the platform that's sitting in front of them because they found a way to manipulate the system. And they want to call everybody out for what they're doing. Sometimes, just like when you go to church, people, listen to what the preacher preaching about the most, because that's what they fighting. Are they talking about gambling all the time? They got a gambling addiction. Are they talking about cheating all the time? They got a wandering addiction of spirit. They talking about homosexuality all day and night. Oh, baby, they might dabble in the thoughts of it themselves. So sometimes you got to watch what somebody trying to pump so hard against to you, because they might just be that. Like I said, please, these. I would love to call them $5 whores, but I would be being so nice. These are nothing ass women to me. They the reason why I couldn't stand women. But they'll never be the reason to make me weak. They make me strong. They make me, I'm always going to stand up because they bullying. There's so many women bullied around, man. And I ain't Captain Save. I ain't trying to save nobody. I'm just going to speak up. I'm always going to be an underdog, so I'm always going to speak up. And one good thing about me is I don't go where you tell me to go. I go where I want to go and speak when I need to speak. Do it. Like I said, when most people going to sit around, I'm going to stand up. And when most people swearing that you're doing nothing, you're doing more than they doing. Trust and believe that. You are. They are helping to manufacture this hatred, this division, this. These are women who go get men to fight women. I have no respect for this whatsoever. Man. And like I said, it's areas on this internet I go to see a good dragon, to see a good bitch stomp, comp, dump, you know what I mean? Shots fired. You got to wear a bulletproof vest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally, to get into them, I've been there. But when they start doing stuff like, here go a picture of your dead kid's obituary. Oh, no. Daddy is gone. Because if I had a dead kid and you put their obituary up, I promise you, and I say it on this internet, I will make you lose your whole family. I promise you. And I'd use the same internet to do it on. Because here's the one thing I know about if I went to the end. You want to see what clicks and views will get you? I'm going to make you famous. I'm going to make you famous. No. You going to talk about how I crossed the limits. You're going to, I promise you, the platform I do it on is going to change laws off what I did on their platform. So why would I suit myself to that level? So I know I would never do that to any of y'all. You're dead people. Real was up there disrespecting Jules' mother. I can't dead up on there and say, hey, like real talk, for real, especially with black folks, mine's will murk you talking about they dead people. Bodies get dropped talking about people, dead people. Straight up. So where would that be something I'm doing on the internet? Why? When I know that's disrespectful as hell. And these people who do it aren't even tough enough to go with the consequences that come with the shit they doing. You putting somebody's kids' underwear? I wish you would. I don't care if it's a picture from 20 years ago with my kid. Let it be my kids' underwear. Were they in swim clothes? Let them be in underwear. As many freaks and perverts are out here on this street. And I said that back then when it happened. I did a live on it. So when people say, Danny, you just coming on this? No, I said something back then. I said how that picture will live longer than we talking about it. I promise you that. Because some pervert got it. And I see it's a lot of freaks and perverts in this sect that we're talking about that does this stuff because y'all allow this stuff. Yeah, like I said, unacceptable. But I had to get that off my chest because I'm like, we keep having the same conversations, but I don't think anybody gets it. The people stop it. You want to stop it? Wait, stop this stuff here. Speak on it, ladies, and keep it moving. Then take action behind this because something got to be done because it's getting outrageous. The idea now is people fake friendships just so they can get stuff to tell on each other. Somebody tell you something about their kid and their illness or their mental health, and y'all throw it against each other. Like I tell y'all, one of the reasons I like Vault, I barely see Vault around, but I don't go live like that no more. But I like Vault. One of the reasons I like Vault is because, one, I like her accent. Straight, I don't give a fuck how she got it. I do. I like her accent. And then two, Vault stood up for a kid. I fell in love with Mims because Mims was standing up for a kid. It wasn't about none of the other stuff to me. It was about because the rest of these heifers don't. They do what Siwa and Amber do, what I've seen them do. So one day somebody talking about your kid and you so against them, then you they friend. Like, where they do that at? Where do you disrespect my kid like that? We kick it. Like, where they do that at? I told y'all, my kid could be Tyrone Biggums. Straight up. My kid could be a cross dress, anything. My son could be wearing a dress with a full beard. If you thought you could sit anywhere around me and talk about him, you would be sadly mistaken. So when I see these women that let these women dog their husbands out, I mean, they come on here talking about y'all husbands, y'all children, call your mothers, your grandmothers. Hell no, we not. Not as no grown ass women. Period. When they was telling me, Danny, we pull up and leave in a body bag. Promise you that. And I bet you I'm so connected that if you come anywhere I am, we make back calls. They'll catch you from the outside too. You come here, it's just like me coming to yours. I guarantee you done through this whole city. Test me if you think it's fake. Think that's just an out of town conversation. Think it is. But I didn't come on the internet to prove to y'all I know real people and we'll really get Dougie no matter who you are and where you live. I didn't come on here to do that. I came on here to prove that it's real people out here that could really get you touched, that really came to do something better, be something better. I came on here to prove that I am who I say I am. That there's more good people out here than bad. And some of the baddest people in the world is because life made them a monster. That's it. That's it. I didn't come on here to change nobody. I came on here to teach people that one of the best ways I got better in my life, it wasn't because the world got better. It wasn't because people there just started showing how great they were. You know when it was? When I started loving me more. That's when it all got a little better. And then I started surrounding myself with real people. But I ain't come on here to do nothing else. I ain't come here to prove to y'all I'm black. I'm real black. I'm blacker than all these motherfuckers telling you I ain't black. I'm a dude. So what they call black is bad stuff. Everything they think is bad, blackity bad, that's what they call them black. But I'm also black excellence. I also come from blacks that are going to be way smarter than these mofos. No, I'm talking about on and off paper. Have way more. Done way more. I'm talking about even in history. Even in, listen to what I said, history. And I ain't come on here like I was better than nobody. I didn't. I came on here and said, hey, you know we got more in common than we don't. You know if they drop a bomb on the northern hemisphere just like me, you going to? You know that? You know that? Did you know that cancer and that other stuff, it could touch me just like you too? Mm. So I think I'm on here doing nothing else. But for some reason, I've had to prove I'm black, prove I'm not a user and an abuser and a snoozer and a goozer. So, like I said, but the people who doing all this terrible stuff, they don't have to prove that they're not a racist. They are. We're just throwing the word around. I don't just throw that word around. I don't just walk up to white people and say, "Oh," because if I did think all white people was racist, I'd flat out say it. I don't mess with nobody white because at the end, y'all all the same. I'd say it. See, the difference between me and them is I'd say it. You just be reporting me because I'd say it. Because here's the funny thing: if I said it, y'all report it. If I got on here and said, "Get these white people in line because we got our whites in line," y'all wouldn't be saying what y'all say about when Mud said it and Mona said it. Y'all wouldn't be justifying it as okay. Like real life. But I'm not that. I'm here to just say, if it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right. But here's how I do right. I just don't do that shit I'm telling you about. And when I did, I'm woman enough to say I did it. Because it was a time I wouldn't even drink milk. So please don't mistake me. But on here, I was a jester. I don't know what I am. Not what I really am. Not at all. But in the kingdom, you know what I am? Exactly that. That is seen. I didn't come here to start a fight, but I'm not scared of anybody. I fear no man but God. I respect my elders. I'm very much, unlike some people want to think, very much informed of what's going on in the world before, but now, just because I don't sit here and talk about everything, trust me, from trending to trust me, I'm more outside of a box than most people, so I don't look at just one side of anything. Anything. Even when it comes to bullshit. We talking about gossip. I don't listen to one side. It's not me. And I don't knock anybody from not being who I am or thinking like I don't either. But like I said, this nonstop hatred all around is draining. But I know one thing about when it get real bad, and I told y'all this years ago when I started. That one thing about when it get real bad, the good stands up. They make a place to be safe. For real. For real. You got to know that. Whenever any world gets what comes up, corruption, what we call corruption, that covers some things. So like I said, no, hell no. This internet stuff is ridiculous. I'm tired of people making fun of some of the most serious stuff in the world. I told you my son was 7. He had 26 seizures. Right before his 7th birthday, 6 actually he was. Because he had encephalitis. And like I told you, I don't think a seizure a joke. And he didn't even have epilepsy. I don't think that's a joke at all. I don't. I've heard too many people playing with that epilepsy over the years. Oh, soon as you get high, oh, I just had a seizure. Sorry, that gave me a seizure. But if stress helps get a seizure, why y'all always staying in all this stress? But then y'all are making fun of a child. Oh, the sickness of these women. I cannot. For 2025, I refuse. If I'm gonna talk exactly what I think about that type of stuff. That is disgusting. And like I said about that chat, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? It's just like with the PayPal. You're 2 months now, y'all gonna bring them up. Y'all still talking about it. Who gives a damn? Y'all the same heifers that'll still watch people that show off kids. Y'all will talk to people that's willing to talk to them. I'm not. That's like telling me you hang with pedos and I'm cool with you because you're not the pedo. You just hang with pedos. No, I'm not. Disgusting. It's just disgusting to me. I'm so glad it's not me. I'm so glad it's not me doing it. I would never. Because if I did, I'd brag about it. These heifers scary. If I was doing it, yeah, go tell them. Go tell YouTube I did it. Because I just said it on YouTube. Y'all know how many channels it is with people doing that? Why you think when Amber got into it with Trees, she never went forward with it? Because she knew Trees would give her just that smoke she wants. You want to dox people? Bitch, they'll be at your crib. Big black men who you've been showing your boobs to online, they'll be coming to your front door to tell your husband he was a trick. You knew that would have happened. And I ain't even promoting. I'm just saying these heifers know who they could get gully with. And they want people to be scared of them. So that as soon as they say, I'm about to dox you, what do these heifers always say? I'm going to dox you and your whole team. So your whole team will stop talking about them so they're scared. That's terrorism in its finest. But these to be the same pussies that be talking about don't go real life. How is that my kid? That's real life because they came out my real coochie. They came out my real uterus. God made them and formed them in my belly. It don't get no realer than talking about them. My oldest kid is about to be 28 years old. And I'm still talking about that's mine, though. That's mine, though. Just like the other races. Say something about one of my grandkids. I'm going to make you eat your teeth, motherfucker. Real talk. You'll be swallowing the white teeth in your mouth. Talk about that. Because what you got to remember when you're done, this blood that pumped through me, pumped through them. So for that, I'll die for it. Like I said, that's why I said, wait, what world are we living in? Because y'all doing stuff on the internet that ain't right. And the world is not playing. And I ain't never been scared to stand up for man. I will live on my feet before I die on my knees. You hear me? And Danny don't want the fight. I'm just telling you I'm not afraid of it. But why are y'all surprised at people, man? Why y'all surprised people like Maria end up having to be on her channel by herself? Dude, it's not gonna stop. She shouldn't stop because they want her to quit so then they can say they won. Brooke, they like I said, they taking motherfuckers' jobs. They calling you actually really do a job and a service for real that you care about. These heifers lie about their jobs. They don't have real jobs. They do. I'm sorry, they got jobs. None of these bitches got careers. They got jobs. They got hourly wages. It ain't nothing wrong with an hourly wage. But it's something wrong when all you got is an hourly wage, but you go mess with people's career because you're mad about your life. Like I said, let me catch you violating these patients. You ain't got to worry. If you do that on the internet, you deserve to be told on. And I won't feel sorry for you. I didn't say I had to do it, but I won't feel sorry for you if I did. I've made it very clear on here when back in the day when I was a subscriber, when Toxic Diamond was literally having people call somebody's job and make up lies because he broke up with her. I literally, when she gave up the number, called the job and told them to go listen to her live. And see that she was lying on this man right now because he broke up with her. And then she honestly at the beginning of the live said she just gave the man head 2 days before. So how you so mad at him? Like I said, that's what I'm trying to tell you. You play, you gonna get fucked. I'm not afraid. Not. I ain't had to get on no platform to get braggadocious about that. No, you do the right thing at the right time. Because I would pray to God if I was really not doing something, there'd be one person that stood up. Even if everybody called and lied on me, that there'd be one person that stood up and said, you know what? I know for a fact this is a lie. You know what I mean? It's entertaining. This shit is funny, but it's a lie. This girl did not rob nobody. But in this world, we don't. We would actually let people lose their jobs. We let men go to jail. We let all these things happen for entertainment. But we have to remember that we live in a world where some of the biggest videos on the internet are videos of murder. Go look at them. Go look at any video that actually shows a murder. And when you look down at it, it's going to have like 30, 40, 50, 100 million views. When that man recorded himself messing with that little girl and it went viral. Listen to it. It went viral. A man messing with a 10-month-old went viral. It went viral. And I'm not talking viral a couple thousand. I'm talking millions of people not only watched, they shared, not knowing that this is actually your passing around child pee, because that's how dumb people are. We want to see everything. We got to see it. I got to see it. I had to be one of the people that saw it. Why? R. Kelly's video, people was told the kid was in it. They still went and watched it. Just so they could say they saw the kid. So they could tell us that the kid didn't look like a kid when they was doing it. You know how a kid looks like a kid? Their age. So that's like if some young boy was 13, but he was 6'5", could I say he didn't look like a kid? So that made whatever I did with him okay? Because he didn't look like a kid. We have to wake up, people. Wake up. And and the worst part is you think by saying that, you're telling people to go out and do something wrong. I just want y'all to see, like, this, some of this stuff is just sick. It's sick. Would y'all want any of the young people y'all know or anybody y'all know to be on the internet dealing with this kind of stuff? That if they talked in a chat and they said something somebody had disagreed with, that they might be doxxed, they might lose their job, they might be followed around on other social media platforms. If that's the case, then we need to throw the whole internet away. And one of the great things is I come from a generation where we lived without it. So I could live without it. I didn't even actually sign up to none of it till 2015. So for that being said, I could live without the shit. For real, for real. But yeah, it's just, sick. It is. It's in what's sad. It's a great world. Actually, it is. In reality. In the real reality. The thing is that as long as we all see it as a bad, we'll always be trying to fix it. And that while we're doing it, you'll miss what used to be. I remember when little kids went outside and played. They don't, and they haven't in over a decade. I remember when you actually sat at a table and talked with family. You know what? They don't. And they haven't in decades. You know what? I remember when you actually had family at home. It didn't matter if it was a mom and a dad, you had family. There was you had a safe place. Some people don't. Listen to some of these people when they talk. That's not what everybody got. Because this world has so much darkness. And like I said, these people fight with some of the biggest demons that we fight with in the world. Mental health. I deal with it. Mental health is a spectrum. And it goes from one end to the other, but most of it is ignored. It is ignored. Whether it's ignored by the person or ignored by society, it is ignored. And people are using other things to medicate it, but the right help or meditation or self-growth or anything that's going to help it. Alcohol. SA. Both SAs. Sexual and the other one. This traffic, and look at it. We live in a world of, it does have it. But some of us can honestly say that that's never touched you. And I'm talking about of every race. You're not an alcoholic. You didn't have a drug addiction. Some of us broke the chain. Generations of your family were alcoholics and you're not. So when I look at the world, I look at it as a whole. Like I told y'all, when I climbed Stone Mountain, I knew for a fact right at the bottom of it is a plantation. And every marking in there lets you know of the white man who died. Trying to chase the slaves who thought they were running away down, but they were running up a mountain. But when I marked on it, nobody was doing that. Nobody was yelling terrible stuff to each other. Nobody was being mean. Matter of fact, if you turned around, no matter who was next to you, if you needed a hand, they gave you one. See, that's called change. Change makes that happen. That's change. Sometimes we have to grab what is different to realize it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we are women. Come on. You have to. You have to. Mm-hmm. Some people don't do that. We always had dinner together. My bestie right now, because see, when something is in you, it's in you. My bestie right now, when her and her kids have dinner, there are no cell phones allowed. Period. You can't be checking out the thing. You can't be looking at it. That's the rule. And she honors that. And they do too. You know better, you do better. It's just a fact. So you don't have to say, so I could say, oh, when these heifers do this because they mad at each other, I don't say to myself, oh, it's because they so mad. I say, why? How did we get there? But once you open Pandora's box, it's open. Hey, Real Housewives, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. You start with the man in the mirror. How can you? So, for example, how could I be coming on here roasting somebody about doing something and I'm doing it? And some of these people are complacent, but they don't feel that they're guilty. They are. It's not even guilty by association, honey. It's even bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Like I said, some of y'all walk around here saying like, "Oh, y'all think this person the worst, this person worse." That take away from what the person who did something did. So, like I said, if it's something I did that's wrong, not your opinion, your thought, or not knowing, because see, to know something's wrong, you have to know everything about it. So every part of it. So even if we see somebody's cash apps or PayPal, so I'm gonna use me as an example. Do you know what everyone was for? Do you know what it was about? But once again, people say, well, who cares who this? But no, it does. Because once again, to make a rational, logical decision, you have to know all parts of a story. You cannot make a rational decision off of a part and a piece unless we talking like murder. Once you get down to it, if I tell you, hey, he walked up in the house and I shot all of them in the head, at the end I killed him, right? 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 Nothing else to know. They did because of me. Right? Around here, everybody got we go, here come the therapist. Here come the people that's gonna put in your mouth why this is okay. No, it's just wrong. I can still say I love her. It's mothers who gotta love their child and they did something terrible that ruined people's life. And they gotta know, I trust me, I didn't want that. Didn't want that for you, didn't want you to do that, raised you better than that. But I love you. That went out the window. I'm hurt. You're a part of me. I don't know, y'all. Maybe I'm deeper than them. Some people say I think about stuff too much. Maybe I overthink it. I don't know. But like I said, this old school values is what taught us to be. Some of the best people have old school values. Some of the best wives got old school values. They not, and I'm not saying modern because it's all about in your mind what's modern. Because when I say old school values, some of it you can't take with you. Because back in the day, women had no power. So even with your husband, you had nothing, no say on your JJ, no say on nothing, no say on when you had children. If you couldn't have them, they left. It was a lot of things way back in the day. So things have to change. But when I say a value, that value was to respect my man. I have talked with people and told them how on the internet, several of these women have degraded their men to me. So women have come on here and be like, oh, my husband got a big old cock and I be on it all the time. Whoa, baby, sweetie, honey. Are we talking about some mandingo you were screwing just on the streets? Or are we talking about your husband? And why do we need to know about how good he's laying it on you? But he's not laying it on you so good that you stay out all this mess. I'd be like, these women just do anything. I mean, golly, they'll tell you they family members' deepest, darkest secrets and give you dates. Like, we can't. This is the internet. This is the Google world. As soon as you give us a date, people look it up. Think about it. Even when Doom had his accident, people instantly, all they had to do was look up a damn house fire where a bunch of pets, and it was literally on the news. We live in that era. If I come in and tell you, hey, right now, just on 13th and Boogity Bop, there was a shooting, all you gotta do is look it the fuck up. This isn't complex, this world we live in. But people on here be like, oh, you must be diving into my business. No. That's why I said we live in a different world. People can't really spend you. It's there. Go look for it. It's there. And hey, if you don't trust Google, Hey, some of y'all, I don't know if you know this, there's still a library. There's still a such thing called books. Well, let me guess, the books are lies too. So if everything lied, what's the truth? And what was the purpose for the lie? Because it didn't bring nothing better. I don't know. Such is the world. I would never, ever. That's right. Look it up. They said the best way to hide something from people is not just to put it in writing. Put it right in their face. When it's right in your face where you can go get it. We got walls that'll tell you the story because it was sketched from it from history. We'll change it. Like, wait, what? 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 I mean, you'll be surprised. I'd be hearing stuff and people say, this person had something to do with this. And you'd be like, they were a kid then. How did they have anything? They didn't come from a political family. How did they have some shit to do with it? Just a regular John Doe family was taking. Then that, if that's the truth, then that tells us we all got way more power than we giving ourselves credit for having in the world. As I said, man, I wish I would do half the shit any of these people do on the internet. I wouldn't do half the shit. And I don't have to say about it in the world because in life I haven't. I've done a lot of messed up things. I've done a lot of bad things. I've done a lot of wrong things. I've done a lot of people wrong. For real. I've screwed some people over because I didn't give a fuck about them. I have. I really have. And before and after I told them they were going to get it, I used to tell people, don't fuck me, Kelly. Their name didn't have to be Kelly. I used to tell them, don't fuck me. I promise you. I don't do it because I will not stop till I know that I think you feel like you made me feel. Yeah, probably worse. I want you to feel worse. But yeah, I've never been, when I'm bad, I'm bad. I don't hesitate to tell you. Straight up. No, because I'm not, that's one thing about me. When I do something, I'm not sitting here saying, hide in my hand. That's why, Danny, you're not going to get members only from me where I'm going to talk about somebody behind a paywall. I'm coming to talk about you in front of anybody. Everybody could see it. Google could see it. Everybody could see it. I'm not. Really, when I go behind the paywall, I feel like it's because this is precious enough that I just want this time with you. The people who actually sit here and pay me. That's me talking about somebody. I want everybody to know how I feel about this person. I don't want this to be a secret. I want these facts on the table right here. I'm just that person. I'm just that person. And like I said, a couple of weeks ago, life had more going on. And like I said, every time I had to come on here, I had something to say. And then when I was gone for a couple of weeks, I said, shit. One, I don't want to feel like I got to keep coming back and reiterating, but I don't, because I'm not. But I said one thing is I know, just like I've been doing. If it's something I want to speak on, I speak on it. And it's that simple. And the more somebody try to act like, it reminds me of when they used to tell Rabbit she couldn't speak on black issues. Said what if they issues? If it's trending topics, says who? Says who? Did she say she black? I can speak on whatever I want to. And who gonna check me, boo? And not only that, I'm gonna do it actually really non-biased because I'm trying to make people look at it better so we can stop this bullshit. Just like you came in, take it out. And see, that's why some of the people who have been my friend or pretended to be my friend during this, the reason they're not is because, and this is to nobody particular, it's whoever the Cinderella, whoever the shoe fits, but it's because they want to be messy. They want to be on here being one of the demons that they so-called pretend to want to be away from. They want to be on here causing division and pain. And they know that I really mean what I said, that they couldn't snake me up into the shit they wanted to snake me into. And so they want to try to prove I'm nothing, but what they'll never prove is I'm what they saying I am. They not. Because when I do wrong, trust me, I'll sit there and tell you. I'll sit there and tell you. It's just like even with Heidi, people say, "Oh, Danny got gang tattoos on her." I got stars on me that have to do with shooting stars. You know what I mean? I told you gang shit, and I mean, gang shit was just me would have a whole gang sign on it. Just, you know what I'm saying? That's gang tattoos to me. But like I said, no, I'm just a real person. My ink is my life. It's just to tell that story. Is that? But I don't lie about who I am because one day y'all throwing it up in my face for what? For what? For what? I did a documentary that was on Stars. Like I told y'all, I sat in Stars chats and I go in there when the show was live, and we talking about being in a chat with 20,000 people at one time. And I'm talking about some of the meanest people and nicest people at the same time. It's all about what you want to see, what you want to hear. The world gonna have a bunch of opinions, but what you're gonna learn is in this world, when it comes to the struggles, when it comes to the hurt and the pain, more of the world can relate to that. More of the world can relate to loss, hurt, pain, sadness, sickness, illness, addiction. They can more can relate than they'll ever be able to relate to no pain, perfection, wealth. They ain't gonna be. They're not gonna have a taste of that. Look at half of these losers. They told us how rich they are, but they ain't never done nothing. Or they've told us all the stuff they did. Where's the proof? Because they said it. Well, I just built a bridge that connects from one side of the world to the other. Now, nobody's going to drive on and have any records of it, but I told you I built it. That's how I feel about what half of them tell me. All these women, oh, I got a happy marriage. I don't know how happy I would be if all day I heard my husband just screaming at the internet, arguing, people fighting, people calling our home, people calling our kids school, I don't know how happy that would make me. When all my significant other would have to do is log off or take legal counsel and log off while they did it. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. And half of them been breaking the law for real, not just breaking TOS. They've been breaking the law, community guidelines. They've been Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me tell you something, Kat. I know that's right, sis. Let me tell you that every part of my life is made up from the good, the bad, the ugly, the sick. Every part of my life is made up from my bloodline, my aunts, everything. It's all there. And it all makes, that's what I said, that's how you can know to break chains. I love every part of my bloodline. I love every part of my family. Like I tell you everything about my race. I love my people no matter what nobody's saying, because I know one half of that shit's a lie. I just heard today we was Antifa. I said, wait a minute. When Antifa been out longer than we even had a right to go outside. You know what? Oh my God. You know what? Shit, we had Antifa, but we took the Panthers down? What the fuck? What? What? Oh, yeah, I love who I am. Nothing's gonna change that on me. The world ain't gonna make me think there's something wrong with that. It's that simple. And that means shit. Didn't y'all hear how powerful hold on. Didn't y'all hear how powerful I came here? Hold on. Y'all know I love a good look. YouTube gonna say this heifer done came in here playing copyrighted music, and she gonna leave up out of here playing copyrighted music. She sure is. Man, what I'm gonna tell you is the same thing I told y'all when I was coming up in here. Let the music fill your body. Hold on. Make sure I put on right now. There you go. I ain't from South Africa, but let that music feel it. It's a woman army singing. The most powerful, vicious women army ever to be created in the history of the world. It's who they make the character Wonder Woman off of. See, there was a woman, and we are powerful. See, if drums can't feel your spirit, then your spirit's dead. Because drums empower the spirit, period. Drums can speak of a movement, a change, a shift, joy, sadness. Man, y'all know I'm going to watch the Woman's Head. One of the best soundtracks ever. The Woman King, you're right. It is. That's exactly what it's from. That's them singing. Now, I got a lot to say about that whole time, but when it comes to the power, there's a great story of the women. And that for a place where women were once just being, you already know what they do to us as women in all forms, even in regular civilization, they take advantage of our body. They use us for our body. They use us as arm candy. They decide what we do sexually. They do. And when we less than what is, But these women, they fought when they was powerful. They were killing machines, y'all. They didn't even have guns. They nails, they hands, they feet. Hey, these heifers could run. They could, ooh, baby, y'all don't want to get me started, man. That part, you can't take that from it. That's what I love about the movies. The movie lets you understand the power of these women, though. Like, that's the bread and butter, like, for real. Because when I think of soldiers, there's a power in soldiers. And when you think about soldiers in 1883, it's deep. Deep. It's deep. But yeah, that's my jam. So that's like one of my favorite. It was so funny. I love them drums. I have listened to this. Well, I always listen to the soundtrack, but I have listened to the song so many times over Juice's life. Like even when we listen to it low and them drums that they come on, she know because baby, it's them drums. Feel that bass, feel that beat, feel that. It reminds me when I used to go to my auntie's African dance. She went to this African dance class. And one of the things that would always get me, I don't care what mood I was in, because we had to go early when we would stay at her house. It was early in the morning. Them drums. It was something that just made us happy. And then the guy would be so happy. And everybody would be dancing and happy that sometimes they would dance and you could tell the story in the dance. Like, I love interpretive dance. So no matter what you're doing, there's a power one in movement. So when it comes to dance, I think of ballet, all dances, even when we talk about the strippers. There's just most strippers with some form of dances. So a lot to them. People don't know that. But anyway, um, dance, art, music, all that is so powerful to me. It is so powerful to me. So Danny can listen to the orchestra and just be in a place. I love music. I do. So I love it with words. I love it sounds. I love music. I love dance. I love that kind of stuff. I used to love mimes, but then it was several things about a mime I couldn't get. Like, couldn't they mime just like regular clothes? Did they have to paint their face? When I think of painted faces, I think of clowns. And I'm not saying that like the clowns we're talking about on the internet. I'm talking about clowns. So I give painted faces to clowns. I like that. I like clowns and masking faces and stuff. Other than that, I don't. I'm not for painted faces at all. It takes away because now I'm just staring at the painted face. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Richard, how you doing? How you doing? Mm-hmm. Yes. There's so much pleasure out here in the world, man. For real, there is. And even if the world is going crazy, There's people out here that you love that are good and you're happy to see. Oh wait, you just sent me a message from my sis. Sorry, y'all know I be on a tunnel vision. What'd you say? Oh, hey, my crazy cat mama. That means she with her boo. Hey, Richard. I thought you had just stopped in here. Hey, Richard and cat mama. And cat will be on the phone and say, Richard, say hello. I say, tell my bro, say hi. Yes, I told Marianne, I told her what you said, and she said she loved you too. I meant to tell you that when I was talking to you earlier. And we love cat around here. Now, I don't mean to be jelly, but I still talk to her all the time, every day. So, but yeah, I know she's missed. So I don't want to sound like the bad cat, because remember, I was taking advantage and using her, but I still talk to her. I love her. I would never use her. I want nothing but the best for her. I'm not here to make decisions for her, but I'm here to support her in the decisions and never let nobody take advantage of her. Not on my clock. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm not controlling who she is. I'm trusting who she is and supporting who she is to be a better her, and same for myself. That's it. That's it. But there was no need to. But I guess, but I made it clear we didn't fall out. It was clear when y'all came up here that we were still good, all of us. Shit, the fact Danny opened her panel should have told y'all we was all good, because Danny don't open this panel. I don't. I've opened it 3 times. TL, my Dana. Now, when it comes to that, my mind or somebody being attacked that's a subscriber that I love or something, I would definitely give you a platform, because I won't allow that. And if you don't need a platform, I'll definitely check them off for you. I don't play about man. I'm real territorial. I don't own them, but I won't play about them being disrespected at all. Let any of my old minds be getting disrespected and I hear about it. I got something to say about it. Let me hear somebody out there talking shit about Tina. We got something to say about it around here. For real. You better know that. Note that. For real. Shit. Oh, sorry, my mom. I was making sure they made it home. Sorry about that. And then everybody, make sure when y'all going outside, keep washing your hands. If you got masks, you wear them, wear them. If not, please keep washing your hands. Please, please, please. There's a lot of bugs and schmugs going around right now. A lot of colds and flus and snooze and blues going around. So, it's that time of year. 'Tis the season to be sneezing. You know it. I want y'all to act like, is that my flower power? I told him flower power. I said, I don't mean to make them jelly, but I talk to you every day. Say, I ain't got to get friendly. I talk to her every day, but sorry. I'm glad you came in, though, because they've been missing you, sweetie. They love you. We love you around y'all. Yes, what? Petty. But you know what? Petty. You know what I gotta say about that? The funny thing is, these mofos ain't washing their ass. So I don't even know why I'm thinking half of them will wash their hands. I mean, some of them look like they still sitting in the same dirt from last year. You know what I'm saying? Some of that fungus on their body and face is from last year. I'm telling you, they do. They are. Now, let me tell y'all something about like OCD or any type of some mentals. Some of them, I tell people, I know I'm depressed when I won't shower. Because sometimes that's a signs for me. So you gotta know your triggers. I know my triggers. My triggers will be I can go a couple days and I'm looking up and I'm staying in the same clothes. That's a sign. I sleep too much, not because I'm tired or sick, because I'm trying to take away days. These are signs for me. You know what I'm saying? But these heifers just don't shower clean the ass. They don't. And then they sit and talk about other people's ass. Yo, dirty ass. You be like, I don't even know what you got on. You better believe I got it on. It's clean. At least clean. That's right, family. I love you. Yes. Now look, if y'all about to, if somebody been sitting in my chat and talk about warm weather, we gonna have a problem because it is freezing outside of here. Look, my heater that I'm sitting next to this radiator, radiator heat, the best. If you ever had it, it's the best. Radiator. Look, that's my Grinch. We got in. That Grinch we got at Dollywood, girl. Put that on the 15,000. Let's subtract this from the 15,000 on Dollywood trip. Where's your Grinch? Because we all got the same Grinch. 61. Richard, you know what? You just went from bro to homie. Because it's too warm. Let me see what it is out here. 61. See? That reminds me of one day I was watching somebody chat. I think, matter of fact, I was watching Jamal and Debbie. And Debbie was like, oh, it was so cold. She had to warm her car up and it was like 60 degrees. That's a girl with. She warmed up her car for 60 degrees. What? I almost IG Debbie and told her right then. Because I started to do it that day and texting like, girl, did you? 61 degrees. That's some Florida talk. Negative 30. See what I mean? See, Patty Dragon Fruit, that's what I'm talking about. It's freezing. That's freezing. Yeah, so it's freezing. It's freezing. Some people getting snow still. So I'm just fooling my eye. Right, it's freezing in Texas, but Texas just like, 2 weeks ago, y'all just had like 90 degrees? Like, what? We haven't seen 90 degrees since last summer. And we might not have hit 90 on half of those days. But trust me, I don't want a hot summer. So do not give me no summer with 110, 105, 102, 100. Keep all that shit. Keep it. I told you that's why I don't go to Vegas from May to October. I don't want to see it. I might catch a day too hot. Maybe May. I don't know. No, but not June. None of those. No. Yeah, 61 will never be freezing. Some of y'all got a lot of snow. We've gotten snow in the last couple of days, but maybe about 4 inches. You know what I mean? Nothing bad. That's nothing. 3-4 inches, that's nothing. 107. You can have all of that. You can have all of that. I'll just be outside at nighttime. I don't know if that's one of my eyelashes. That's my good eye. Yeah. That's what I just said. Look at that. Now y'all at a record low. See, that's pneumonia weather. But Chicago is they weather, you know. If you live in the Midwest, period, you know that in 1 week you can have all the seasons. You can have winter, summer, spring, and fall all week in 1 week. You can. I've seen it here. Told you, I've seen blizzards in May. I've lived through a blizzard in May in Chicago, and that was within the last 10 years. Like, real talk, we had a blizzard in May. Ooh, 6 days. 6 days of sun is good because I can't stand. Now, this is what I don't like about this cold weather. Because on those cold days when we had like snow, it's kind of dark all day. It's gray. It's kind of gloomy. So whenever I have like gray days back to back to back to back, they kind of mess with my psyche. You know what I mean? That mess with me more than people. See, you want to get to me, the things that can get to me, people can't do. They don't have that kind of power. Sorry, y'all. That bothered one eye and it made this eye feel sorry for it. But no, I don't like those kind of days when it's back to back. So I told you all Thursday I had a stomach bug. Wednesday I had a stomach bug overnight. It came out of nowhere. I went to sleep fine, perfectly fine. I woke up and I had the pukies till like 4 a.m. I thought it was food poisoning, but it wasn't because the person that ate with me was fine. And so it wasn't food poisoning. I called them. They were perfectly fine. Like, wait, what happened to you? Oh, I hope you didn't have nothing because I'm fine. I'm like, oh, God. And so the next day I was drained. I was drained, and I have a bad stomach, which I've told you all, due to surgeries and then having a surgical hernia. I twisted up my intestines. I've had inches of my intestines taken out when they were repairing my intestines. I've had times where I'm scared to eat because food didn't digest right. I learned what things won't digest with me the right way. But when you have days of throwing up, it also makes bad stomach days. So the following day, I was weak. And then that following day, I was scared. So that following day, I was scared to eat too. Because now my stomach was in protective mode because it was like, wait, what was going on? All that blowing chunks just had us worried. But either way it goes. So I had 2 days off. Yesterday I actually felt back to me. Like, oh, Danny's back. Danny can eat. Danny's back. Danny's this. So I've been staying away from everybody. My nephew leaves for the service, for starting his training. For the service, he leaves on Tuesday. And so I want to make sure also that I see him on Tuesday as he's leaving, because one thing about my family, we are there for each other. And so I want to make sure I see him on Tuesday and see him off. So I want to make sure I'm also healthy. So I want to make sure that even if you had something, it's gone and cleaned. And then yesterday I was going through my house bleaching, and I'm trying to get my mom to give me her steamer. It's really my steamer. And here's why it's my steamer, guys. Because so like my mom had bought the steamer, right? It was still in a box, right? And then she said, she brought it to my house. I was like, you go ahead and use it, because I had a house at this time. She's like, you go ahead and use the steamer, right? I had that steamer at my house the whole time I lived there. And then when I moved, she's like, oh, it's my steamer. I'm taking it back. I'm like, wait a minute, Sally. Wait a minute, Sally. When I was young, we got that Indian given, though now they say that's wrong. But that's what we got it. But she says it's her steamer. But we kind of have this debate back and forth when I want to use it, that it's my steamer. So I'm going to need her to bring my steamer, because I want to do the walls. Because you know how you just start cleaning everything and you're like, oh my God, I need to steam these walls. And then I could hear my grandma saying, girl, you didn't grow up with no damn steamer. You grew up and we woke up and you did them walls from top to bottom. You hit the bottoms. And you did that with a rag and buckets of water. Who did anybody else clean their walls like that? You had rags, and that rag couldn't get too dirty, because if you put that dirty rag across that wall, somebody might kill you. I mean, I tell you, I used to think when I got older, how come my white walls don't look like my grandma's white walls? Because I wasn't cleaning them like her. That's what I said. My mama told me, when you worry about everybody else's life, that means you ain't taking care of your business. And some of these people, I bet if you go to these YouTubers that's worried about everybody else, you go to their house dirty. It's all in disarray. The kids doing whatever they want because you ain't taking care of them. Life is just a mess. It's a mess. Man, everything is mess. My kids steal when they walk in. That's why I go out of town. If I tell my son stay here, I come back and stuff will be gone, and you'll think I gave it to him. And I'm like, what part of that made it yours? I'm the only person be like, hold on, let me take all my good electronics, because he'll swear that's his camera. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know what, Pippi, on the other side of it, when I go once a week to go hang out with my mom and them and cook for them and and clean up for them and do all this stuff, hang out. When I go there that once a week, don't think I don't go through her house. Let me tell you something about my mama. She always is overstocked. That's why when like the pandemic came, I'm like, please, even when I had a house, you keep stuff like that in your crib. Like you was already stacked up. But my mama, please, I be going through there like it's a grocery store. I'm in aisle, she'll call me, where you at, Danny? I'm in aisle 7 grabbing paper towels and tissue. I'm over there now, getting bleach, and because my mom always buying stuff in bulk. So my mother, you could literally go downstairs and she'll have like 8 bottles of probiotic gummies, vitamin C gummies. She'll have all these things. I'm like, oh, hold on, we're gonna stop through here. I needed some band-aids. I find myself grabbing stuff that I don't even know. The other day I was coming upstairs, a couple of weeks ago, I was coming upstairs, and I'm so excited with all the stuff. I done went and got an IKEA bag, y'all. I'm literally walking through my mama's crib from upstairs to downstairs. I mean, I got brand new fragrances by Febreze I never even smelled. I'm like, these are new fragrances. You know what I'm saying? I got all kind of stuff. Then I look at one of the things I got, and I said, wait, what is this? I get to reading it, and it was like a picker or something. But the problem is, there was no point in me taking this because I didn't have the device that was needed for it. And then I thought, why don't my mom and dad have several of those so I could just get one of those and I could take these extra pics with me? So, am I wrong for that? Wait. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Wait. Okay, I thought I was the only one. I'm like, oh no, I'm there. I'm there. Yes, I'm definitely there. Yes, it is long as she is living. Hunty, if I stop by, now here's what's funny. My mom always got the best pots and stuff, right? I mean the best. I can't get out the kitchen door. Cause she wait, where you walking the opposite way of the stove with that. What's going on? And I'm like, how does she even know? I've been trying to get out, man. Watch, she gonna watch. She ain't gonna watch no other part of this live, but she gonna catch that one and call me when it's over. Like, yeah, I heard you making a lot of jokes about my pots and pans and stuff. What is that all about? But I vowed to myself that my next set of pots and pans is gonna be a real adult one, like not be a cheap mini just to get the cheap set. I'm gonna get me a real good one so somebody can be talking about how good mine are, okay? For real. But I try to tell my kids, my mama's house is like Costco. My crib is like a store about to go out of business. You can't come through here, and if you clear off the shelves are empty. My mama don't even be knowing until she see my bag when I'm leaving and stuff. Like, wait, you did not walk in here with a 12 double roll. I mean, what? Huh? But I do it. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I am guilty of that one. Those are some things I'm always gonna be in there for that. Yes. Cause my mom gonna buy a thing of the Tide Pods and then she gonna buy the box of it. So like 5 bags of Tide Pods. And these Tide Pod bags got like 60 Tide Pods in them. Yeah, I'm grabbing one. Cause one, I don't cut corners on my dishwashing liquid, my detergent. That I ain't extra, none of that cheap shit. You can keep that cheap shit. You can keep it. Because if I got to put a whole bottle of it up in there, it's cheap shit. Get it out. I need bubbles. You know what I mean? I really only mess with Dawn and this Dawn Platinum these days because since the pandemic, I feel like Dawn been cut like it's a drug. I say, wait, they cutting the Dawn? Sometimes you be dying, it's so watery. You shake it up, it's watery. It don't even bubble up when you shake. I say, what? Dawn's supposed to be thick. Yeah, so I do Dawn Platinum. Yes, hit that like button. Y'all, we have been on here almost 3 hours. Look at me. I talk about everything under the sun. Now y'all got me thinking, man, because I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going to my mama's house tomorrow. That means I won't be grabbing all her stuff. That means, you know what that means? It's double shopping next week. It's double shopping. Yes, his bags of snacks. Yes, you know where to go. Yes. You know where to go. When my grandma was living too, man, it was stuff I knew too. Oh, she was gonna have to hook up on stuff too. It's just a different kind of hookup. Like I said, you knew. Like you said, you knew it was gonna have the what's. I knew it. And then, I knew one thing about my grandma. Even as an adult, she still was going to do you like you was a baby. Remember you was a little kid, your grandma or your grandpa might say something to you like, all right, well, I'm going to send you with it. Because when I was little, $1, $2 went. I'm going to send you $1 so you didn't go nowhere broke with nothing in your pocket and da-da-da. When I was a grown-up, I'd be leaving my grandma's house right here. And my grandma say, you got gas? I say, yeah. She said, well, how much? If you didn't say full, I mean like overflowing, she'd be like, never ride around with no gas. And you're like, no gas? But I just told you I'm right under half. You was like, you said you had none. And then she said, ain't got nothing in your pocket. See, sometimes they told you only men should have something in your pocket, but girls should always have something in her pocket so she don't feel like she got to owe somebody for nothing. And so she'd always be on it. Leave you like it was a change purse. Give you some snacks. You be like, Grandma, man, I live 20 minutes in driving, and I'm gonna hit Lakeshore Drive. I'll be there in 15 minutes to the west side. You don't need to give me a bag of food in case the car break down, because she was always preparing you for something. Take these gloves in case the car break down on your way. Huh? Pit stop money. Yes. Yes, that's my grandma. I kid you not. That was growing up. Like I said, but it balanced you in life. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed for my village. I really am. And I used to be, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, ashamed sometimes because you think that people think it meant something else. I'm blessed for my village. I'm blessed for the queens in my family that was so strong and so brave and so beautiful. I'm glad for the kings in my family. I'm grateful for my great grandfather, though I didn't meet him. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for him. I'm grateful for what he started. I'm grateful that my grandmother followed love. And her heart was to love him. And that would be the man she was married to the day she died. And then I'm grateful for my great grandmother that he married afterward. Because, thanks to her, and like I said, so I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, the ice cream. Yeah, and I kid you not, it's funny because when I was a kid, my grandma had every reason why we didn't eat ice cream every time the ice cream truck came. You know how some grandmas will be like, you can hit that truck every time it comes? Because sometimes that ice cream truck will pull up right before supper. Now, if you caught it afterwards, you could probably, if you got to go back outside, because I grew up in an era where when you ate dinner, you had to digest your food before you go back outside because you get a stomach cramp. I'd be like, I only care about this rule when we get in the pool. Because you gotta wait 30 minutes after you eat to get back in the pool so you don't get a cramp in your stomach. Yeah. But I couldn't stand it when they would do that about it outside because I had to be in when the street lights come on. So if we sitting here waiting 30 minutes for my food to digest, when I go outside, I'm gonna have like 10 minutes. And then the light will start buzzing. You be like, man, this mofo about to come on, man. I just came out. We still doing down by the fire side hanky panky. We still breaking it down to see who it. But I go in. Such is life. Such is life. Yes, rest in peace to all of the mothers lost. And I mean that. And I even mean that to the people who may say I didn't care for mine. But if you somebody better and you broke that chain of who they were, that's even mine, yours, anybody, then there's a thankfulness for your mother because they brought you to break that chain. So, and to those who really love their mom, I really hate to hear that, but thank God for her because it's what gave us you. So yes, yes. But yeah, like I said, those great stories. That's what I always think about. And I always tell people, because I'm a mother too. So I'm not just a child, I'm a mother. And I know that in the way of order is that really we all parents, we want our children to bury us. And sometimes sadly it goes the other way. But I enjoy what we have. And even when it's over, I know those will be the great stories that make my heart happy. Hmm. Oh yeah, the street lights came on. It was time to come in. Yeah, and remember thinking it was great if you could stay out past the street lights. So a day I could stay out past the street lights was like the 4th of July, because when the street lights came on is when the firecrackers are gonna actually start. So your parents or somebody they came out front too. So you got to be outside, or we had a backyard. So you could be in the backyard. But my grandma, when I was a kid, like playing in the backyard with a thing, because she had a garden back there and stuff. Even though we had this big area, which y'all done been in my crib, I done showed y'all my backyard because I done showed y'all where I grew up. But like I said, man, that's what I tell people. I grew up in a home. They move around. I mean, when I started taking care of myself, I mean, that's a different story because we got to live and we learn. Because, see, when you living in a home your whole life, you think that shit easy. You think just keeping up and staying and having is just the easiest thing in the world. It's not. It's not. Forever Young, how you doing? Forever Young, you know what's funny? You say Mississippi. love to Mississippi. I ain't never even been, but Louisiana. My grandparents, my family is from Louisiana. My grandmother and my grandfather, when I was little, would take us out to Louisiana for the summer, and we spent a couple of weeks in Louisiana. And my grandmother, being born in 1923, well, my real grandmother had passed, but my grandmother, we're not gonna get into the history story. My grandmother, being born when she instilled old Southern values that she had, and they gave us a moral compass, and it gave us a strength and a light. So, like I said, the southern part of me is Louisiana. I always tell people, if you know Rayville, Louisiana, and I guarantee you know my people, because most of it's gonna be my people. And then Monroe, because most of them they gonna move on up, be up in Monroe. Like I said, we all around. We in New Orleans, we everywhere. And like I said, for generations. My mother was actually born there. Like that, like my family is from Louisiana. Generations deep. Like you could trace us back to Louisiana at least 100 years. Yeah. But that's how because they said they had to get us out the city. But see, I'm balanced because I know all the sides. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, we did stuff. That's it. What? But it was some stuff I seen in Louisiana that would traumatize me for life. I seen them killing chickens, because we saw you got real food. Like my uncle literally had horses, cows, chickens. He had land. Like, whoo, honey, I watched them grab that chicken and I said, "Oh Lord, Jesus, snap! I'm a vegetarian." But y'all know how it is when y'all a kid. Ain't no such thing as you not eating what they cook. They was like, "Girl, if you don't eat this doggone chicken, and it's falling off the bone," I said, "I bet it is." Ambulance, hey my sis, happy pajama jammy jam. Yes, I bet it is falling off the bone. And then my granddaddy liked turtle stew. And like right before we would leave, like days before we left, they make my granddaddy that. But I'd always know they was gonna make it because they had this big pot outside boiling water for hours. And then they dropped that turtle, and oh my God. Y'all don't know. See, what y'all don't know about me is before I was 13 years old, I done had times when I was a vegetarian. So when my youngest son went with me to a meat market and that butcher door opened and he saw that animal hanging in that back, my son was a vegetarian for 4 straight years. I didn't knock him. We gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? Like I honored that. And then when he went from like vegetarian to just his fish, then you know what I'm saying? He went back chicken. I said, "Oh, he's coming back. He's going backwards." But he did for 4 years. But I used to do it when I was a kid. Yeah, we went to Fuddruckers. That door opened. I saw that half a cow hanging there. I became a vegetarian for about maybe 3 months. I was like 8. Because like I said, when I was young, you got in trouble, you ain't eat your food. Because I don't know about y'all, but I knew that it was. Let me tell you something. When I was a kid, I thought Africa had one part, and in that part, everybody was starving. I ain't know Africa had wealth, money. It was a continent. It had 200 countries, over 200 countries in it. I ain't know none of that. All I knew is that they would tell us, it's kids starving in Africa, and you sitting here not eating your food. And I say, wait a minute, it's kids. They didn't tell me it was kids starving in Chicago. It was kids starving in Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Delaware, Tennessee. They didn't tell me that. Why do we have to go to the other side of the world? They starving here. Say it's kids starving on 63rd. It's kids starving next door to you. It's kids starving. Just like I remember one day I was at work at Nordstrom's. We was doing a UNICEF thing. We raising money, the company raising money for UNICEF. And one of the people who came up to tell the story about UNICEF helping them was one of my coworkers. And they was literally coming up to say how they had lived in their car while they was working with us. And I said, see, that's what we got to know. You got to know what's going on in your own back door. And one thing about me, I love to be there and all this other stuff and everything else. But honey, I know if I can't fix this, I can't fix nothing else. Just like I know if you can't fix you, you can't fix nobody else. If you don't believe in what you're selling, who else gonna believe in it? But if you believe in what you're selling, you could sell a dream. I don't like to say I sell a lie, I sell a dream. Mm-hmm. It'd be your breakfast the next day, I promise you, and your lunch and your dinner again until you ate it. Yes, it would. Because they was like, I hated Brussels sprouts until I was 37. Because when I was young, you had, first of all, they was boiling Brussels sprouts, and that's disgusting by itself. But anyway, they give you a Brussels sprout, and I'd be like, what's with this baby cabbage? I don't even like cabbage like that. And then they be like, you got to eat it. Now, what's funny is my sister hated liver, but I used to like liver and spinach. And the reason I like spinach, y'all, I ain't finna hold y'all. The reason I like spinach was because I liked Popeye the Sailor Man. He's strong to the finish because he eats his spinach. I said, well, shit, and I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it. I need some strength. And I like spinach because of that. I did. Now I just love spinach because I love spinach, but back then it was Popeye, definitely. In the mailbox. You thought you were gonna mail them some spaghetti. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought Australia was all what was his name? Oh my God, what was his name? Y'all know Kangaroo Jack. So I thought it was like not Kangaroo Jack, because that's way Crocodile Dundee. Remember Crocodile Dundee? And he was from Australia. So as far as I'm concerned, Australia was like literally filled with crocodiles, kangaroos, people like Crocodile Dundee and my boy, what's his name? Steve Irwin. Y'all know what I'm talking about? It was just that was Australia. Mm-hmm. No, I did. I thought that about Australia. I did. Is that Australia? Once again, a continent. I think sometimes people forget we're a country in a continent. When we speak Africa, like people be like, man, I went to Africa. Where, bitch? It's a continent. South Africa. Where, bitch? That's a country. That's like I just went to America. Where? Could you imagine somebody saying, oh, I've been to America? Where? America? Where? America? Where? In America. It's a continent. None of it's the same. Right, but they had me thinking all of Africa was starving. All of it. Not 20% of it is starving. And it's got parts that's starving. But it won't make up half of Africa. It won't make up a quarter of Africa. Africa has some of the richest parts of lands too. It's a continent. Africa has parts that have no people, period. I was really big into the Nile when the Nile was driving out, and it was causing what could have changed everything. Where animals that were on this side would come into this side because the water was drying up in the Nile. I was really big, and like I said, so much with Africa. You know what I'm saying? I told you, two of my children are half Ethiopian, well, quarter Ethiopian. They have Ethiopian in them. Just saying, this is beauty to this place. It's the first civilization, definitely, in history. Mm. Mm-hmm. I cleaned the plate when it was my favorite stuff. I knew when it was my favorite meal because I was cleaning that plate. Mm-hmm. There was what? Well, when I was a kid, I thought that there was gold at the end of a rainbow. Has anybody ever found the end of a rainbow? Is there even a such thing as fire? I mean, isn't a rainbow? What did somebody tell me? A rainbow is really, is it precipitation? It's actually like not steam, like not fog. What is a rainbow? Because a rainbow is not even something we could go to the edge of. There's not a beginning and an end like that. But when I was a kid, I used to really, my mom and I. That's when you thank God for great parents and great adults in your life. You know, when you have them, because sometimes you think back of a story and think of how great an adult was to actually go along with it. But I remember after it would rain, if we saw a rainbow, my mother said, "Come on, let's try to get it before it disappeared." And she'd actually act like she was driving to find and chase this rainbow for us. But when you think about it now, she knew that she wasn't chasing that rainbow. But the thought that she just did that's what we have to remember to give the children. They don't need to so much as know the world is this. They got to learn that, hey, the world is crazy, but I never even knew that before because everything around me was okay. I didn't know that this world was real. Then one day it hit them like, oh shit. Then you start prepping them, but let them be free to believe that there is a, a, a gold bucket at the end of that rainbow. Let them believe that when they look at the ocean, it really tip over at the end. No, I just keep going. And there's some land further out where you can't see. Look, this how y'all know I've been on too long. Nee, we gotta go and tell them good night. Cause you ready to go? Yeah, I know. That means I know what it is. So you know what time it is. Well, let's tell everybody. Let's tell them. You gotta tell them like you Russell Simmons, and not the Russell Simmons that's hiding over there in Tibet. You gotta tell them like Russell Simmons when he was confident and rich out here being a billionaire. Tell him. He said, "God bless you, and good night from me." Okay, yeah, I told him for you. See how you cut into our conversation? But I was just talking about being a good mom. And a good mom knows that we've been live 3 hours, which means he's ready to go back out. And because it's snowing cold outside, this isn't his favorite weather. So we try to go out a little more because he don't want to stay out long. So, okay, I get it. All right, go get your stuff and I'll get mad. Because he know I ain't going out here in my house shoes. In my Bucky the Beavers? The shoes the real bosses be wearing? Ain't no way I'm going out like that. But y'all, I have enjoyed y'all. I have enjoyed talking about everything. I have enjoyed playing this copyright music in the background. That's so common that I forget I got it on. But I've enjoyed this. I really have. I've missed you guys. We haven't had a pajama jammy jam in 3 weeks. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed laughing and talking. But yes, I have to get him out there. Y'all already know he seemed too much. And girl, I swear, I'm so glad my Apple wasn't here right now at this second. Because every time I see him, I'll be thinking, I'm supposed to be sending Apple. I swear, Danny got a 1-track mind. I'm gonna do it today. Tonight or tomorrow. I'm doing it. Yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for loving me. Thank you. What'd you say, Fabian? Yes. Yeah. Sunlight reflecting off. I knew it was something that had to do with water but my mother like, we chasing it. Like, she chasing a rainbow? She's such a great mom. How come she can't catch it? She caught that light. Because kids, she caught the light, but she can't catch a rainbow. You be like, dang, you just can't win when you're a mama. You know it. You ever been a mama, you already know it. Everybody better than you till they get older. Then they be like, you was the best. It happens. We just all want to live to see it. Guys, I love you guys. Thank you for loving me. Thanks for loving each other. Thank you for respecting each other in this chat. Thank you. We're not always going to agree. But we didn't come in for that. We didn't come in to tell people how to live or be. We just came to be better us, shine our light, and show people, all the people who said, because they told me I wasn't going to be, I couldn't be, I'm not going to be, it'll never be. They were all wrong. And I proved them all wrong. And so for that, I'm going to continue to shine my light and continue to be transparent about who I am because I might help someone. You know what I mean? I may. And if I do, that's a blessing. I'm glad my crazy cat mama came through here and gave y'all some Lizzie love today. And I'm glad my Richard came through today and gave some Lizzie love today. I'm so glad for that. I'm so glad for anybody who stopped in new. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for giving us your crown. Thank you for giving us some of your conversation, some of your light. Thank you for shining in this room with us. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Y'all, we were counting today. I hope everybody's week starts off good. I really do. I hope that somewhere in when you came in here in this 3 hours, you enjoyed yourself. I really do. I hope you did. I enjoyed myself. I love you guys. Yes. And since I'm not going to my mom's tomorrow, and I know because I have OCD that my mind is going to be off because that's what I do every Monday. And y'all know this. Since I'm not doing it, I may do a live tomorrow. If not, if you see me doing a bunch of shorts and videos just back to back, it's because I'm sitting here actually just doing nothing and just drop it like it's hot. So that's what I plan to do. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. I love you. Nino, come say bye-bye because you done Let me know it's time to go out, so I'm gonna take you out. Now you just sitting here like you don't got nowhere to go. Y'all, I love y'all. I will see you later. Bye. Yes. Okay. It's a long voice. Kat, I forgot to text you before I went live. You know what, Kat? I'm going to give you my real number. All right. I love you guys. I will see you later. Bye-bye. See ya.